O'Neill. Derek, how are you?
I'm good tonight. Aaron, how are you doing?
Wonderful. I could not be any better.
That's about as good a response as you can get, right?
I mean, what more can you ask for?
No kidding.
I mean, I am as good as I can be.
That is awesome, dude. Yeah,
ready for 2 basketball games tonight.
2. Love
There's
it.
one last night. There will be 2 tonight. Varsity girls, varsity boys, with our neighbors to the south, Shenandoah. And see a lot of familiar faces over on the other side of the gym over there. So, you know what? I'm just looking forward to it.
I am too, for sure.
Yeah. So how are you, Derek?
I'm as good as I can be, man. Sitting up here in the
media suite.
The media suite in the Orange Gym with you.
Yeah.
What else could you ask for?
I mean, hey, maybe some 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts a little later would really make it nicer.
I could ask for a little better weather than that.
But other than that,
coming down the schedule here. But
Melanie West with us, running our production software. We are streaming, by the way. So thanks for joining us. Basketball here on KCSI. Okay, Derek. Talking about the Tigers. I did mention that they played last night. Played Essex last night. Yes. So they're back to back.
Yep.
What does that do?
I think really. Not to sound, I mean, the Essex game was a good little warm up game. I mean, it wasn't overly exerting. It wasn't a close game where where you saw lots of full court press and lots of fast break action. So really, in my opinion, kind of took the place of a hard practice maybe. So, in my opinion, I think it's a good warm up for tonight for the Tigers and facing Shenandoah. And, hopefully be able to come out here and perform well like they did last night. I mean, I'd be all for Mariel Ramirez dropping another 5 3-pointers for us.
Yeah.
Everything, so.
Yeah, Mariel came off of her, career game for her. She had 20 points. And
absolutely.
Like you said, 5 3-pointers, just kind of lit it up last night. Now, I do not think that Shenandoah played last night. But, again, I think you can play back-to-back nights, especially early in the season. These kids are young. They're in shape. They're ready to go without a lot of difficulty. So,
yep, absolutely.
All right. So, Derek, I tell you what, let's take a break, check in with our sponsors. We do want to say thanks to our sponsors for making it possible for us to be here, both on air. And so say thanks to our sponsors. Make note and let them know you appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and then I'll have you line these 2 teams up. We'll look at it statistically, we'll look at it historically, and we'll be back with more after this.
Sounds good.
Red Oak, the Orange Gymnasium.
Thank you to all of those people who are watching the stream tonight.
Absolutely.
I certainly appreciate you.
And share that link around. You know what? We appreciate it more than you know. All those people that are watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope they're doing as great as I am, Derek. I hope they could not be better.
Yeah, I wish everybody could do as good as you're doing, Aaron.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
There's some good people around in the Country Sunshine listening area, that's for sure. Okay, Derek, let's talk basketball. When you line these two teams up and you match them up, what do you see?
We got season leaders for Shenandoah and the Tigers here. For the Tigers in points, you've got Ellison Johnson. For the Shenandoah Phillies, we've got Kaylin Scammon. Yep. She is also the leader in rebounds. Marielle Ramirez leads rebounds for the Tigers. And Keely Jones leads in assists for the Tigers to Ava O'Rourke for the Shenandoah Phillies. Shenandoah leads points scored. Tigers lead in the points against category. Not the greatest, but to lead in. Shenandoah takes the lead in field goals made versus attempted. They have a 34.2% field goal percentage to the Tigers' 26.3. They are 13 of 69 from three-point range to the Tigers' 19 of 103. Three-point percentage is very similar, though, with 18.8 for the Phillies, 18.4 for the Tigers. Overall, field goal percentage, 38.2 for the Phillies, 30.4 for the Tigers. When we look at offensive rebounds, the Tigers take offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and total rebounds. Rebounds per game come into the Phillies at 42 to 32 for the Tigers. Tigers lead in assists per game, steals per game, and blocks. So when it comes down to kind of the bound matchup, this is pretty much anybody's game. Yeah. Tigers are 2-3 on the season. Looks like the Phillies, at least here according to Bound, are 2-1. With the Tigers taking a win against Essex, a loss to Lewis Central and Clarinda, a win against Lennox, and a loss at East Mills. The Phillies' last three here, they've got a loss at Harlan, a win against Underwood, and a win against Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. So
you think this could be a competitive game?
I'm hoping this is a competitive game.
I would love
always.
to see it come down to the wire in a last-second shot.
You know, and it's not just – it's like we were talking here off air. It's not just, a varsity basketball game and a Hawkeye 10 game. It's Red Oak, Shenandoah. It's kind of that rivalry we were talking about.
It goes back decades, literally.
Yeah.
So that adds a lot to it as well. If the teams are competitive, it's a good game. It's a win. And those rivalry games, you just never know what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So the Shenandoah for the Phillies here tonight, starters will include Abby Dumler. Also, I'm kind of checking my lineup here to make sure Abby Dumler, Ava O'Rourke, Sloan McGinnis, a 5'6 sophomore, Kaylin Scammon, a sophomore at 5'9, and Addison Estes, starters for the Shenandoah Phillies. For the Red Oak Tigers, starters tonight will be Keely Jones, a junior, 5'8", Ellison Johnson, a senior, 5'6", Natalie Johnson, a junior, 5'8", Marielle Ramirez is a junior, 5'7", and Emily Siebenecker is a senior, 5'6". So I have one of my starters, which I think is correct, is incorrect, which is Abby Dumler. If I mispronounce, I'm sorry. I made my best attempt here.
You're doing great.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. So, should be a good game. Sit back and relax and enjoy. Should be a lot of fun. Always is a lot of fun when these two teams get together. And you know what, Derek? Over the years, we've seen some really great Red Oak and Shenandoah games over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Be it football, basketball, volleyball. We have seen some really great ones. We're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be back after this. At center circle for the Shenandoah Phillies, Addison Estes, a senior. Here we go. Players are on the court, officials on the court. Tap to come away with it. Tigers will have the ball as we get underway. Ramirez brings it across the timeline to the right side. Now to Johnson. Ellison Johnson, that is. Pressure from the Phillies. Looks like man pressure here. Ramirez drives down to the block, steps back. Here's Johnson. Natalie Johnson for three. It's no good. Rebound is controlled by Scammon.
That was a good look by Natalie right there.
Down underneath quickly to Estes, and Phillies are on the board.
Yeah, they're going to run a little bit, it looks like.
And it's 7. The Phillies lead. Now full court press. Phillies lead by 2. Lane, an inbound violation, I think.
Yeah. Must have crossed the line there trying to inbound the ball.
Tigers were, I think, passed back before they were in play, so it's the Phillies' ball. Inbound pass comes from O'Rourke to Scammon. Kalen Scammon steps through the pressure, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Keely Jones.
That was a good move by the Phillies right there. Tigers coming away with the rebound.
Ellison Johnson with the ball, works her way around to the right side. Here's Ramirez. Right elbow, now Jones. Steps back, goes left to Natalie Johnson. Ellison Johnson. Into the lane she goes. Running jumper off of one leg, no good. Rebound pulled down by O'Rourke.
Yeah, good move by Ellison right there. She'll convert on that, I'm sure, later on here tonight.
Scammon down to the baseline, dumps it underneath. Picked up on the backside. Nice job by O'Rourke, and we have a foul on the play.
Shenandoah is doing a great job moving the ball here early, trying to get those open looks and open shots.
That foul was on Keely Jones. That is her first, and it's going to send Ava O'Rourke to the line. Shot rims around. It's good from O'Rourke. Phillies lead 3-0 with 6:47 to play in the first quarter. Here's the second from O'Rourke. Good. Gets them both. Ava O'Rourke, the freshman, puts up a couple. Tigers ball, and needs someone to inbound the ball. Here we go. Ramirez will put it into play to Jones. A lot of pressure here in the backcourt, Derek. Now to Ramirez. Down the court it goes to Ellison Johnson, right side, down to the baseline. Ellison with the ball, picks up the dribble, finds Siebenecker behind the arc, down to the baseline. Emily to Ellison out on the right side. Now Natalie Johnson to Jones. Drives down lane, kicks it out to Ramirez for three. This one's not there. Rebound Estes. Estes to Scammon. Scammon left to right across the timeline. Down underneath it goes to Dumler. Puts it up, no good. Rebound. Tigers, Ellison Johnson to Siebenecker. Siebenecker right to left. Here's Ellison to the high post. Foul line, not there. Kicks it out to Natalie Johnson. Now that's Siebenecker. Estes steps in, knocks it loose, and steals the ball. Hands it off to Scammon. Scammon pushes it to the blocks on the left side and draws the foul. She'll go to the line for two, and I think that is on Ramirez.
Shenandoah is running a tempo that the Tigers really haven't seen a lot of so far this year, even in that Lewis Central game last Friday.
Yeah.
Just not quite as fast-paced as what we're seeing here from the Phillies.
4-0 is the score. Shot from Scammon is short off the front of the rim. That foul was on Ramirez. That's her first personal foul. Scammon at the line. Kaylin Scammon, a sophomore. I have her listed as a sophomore. Good ball player. Here comes the second. It's good. She snaps the net with that one. 5-0. Phillies lead. Stolen. Back up. No good. And that's O'Rourke. And we're going to have a jump ball. How many jump balls did we have last night?
A lot for sure. I mean,
a lot.
Probably more than the point total combined, it felt like. I don't know.
It will be Phillies ball. Inbound pass baseline from Scammon to O'Rourke. There's Dumler, Scammon to the top of the key. Left elbow, kicks it out to Estes for three. No good. Rebound, Ellison Johnson. 5.5 minutes to play in the first. 5-0 is our score. Ellison Johnson with the ball. Hands it off to Siebenecker from the foul line. No good. Rebound bounces out. Estes keeps it in play. Gets it to Scammon. Nice effort there by Estes.
Yeah, excellent effort. I would have thought that was out all day long from here.
Scammon out on the left wing with the ball. Pressure from Siebenecker. A lot of pressure. Underhand pass to Estes. Now out to McGinnis. Sloan McGinnis into the lane. Puts it up and scores two.
Yeah, great move all the way around the paint right there and puts the ball up. Comes away with 2 for the Phillies.
Pressure in the backcourt. 7-0. Phillies lead with just under 5 minutes to play in the first. In the corner to Johnson, Natalie Johnson to Siebenecker on the left side. She drives to the baseline, back to Natalie, now to Ellison Johnson. Top the key, hands it off to Jones. Bounce pass Ramirez. Ellison Johnson looks at the 3, decides not to. Skips it across to Jones for 3. Nope. Rebound, Ellison Johnson out on the right side. First touch by Ramirez. Here's Ramirez from 2, baseline right. It's good for 2.
Yeah, good jumper there by Marielle.
That's the area that she got hot in last night, too.
It was.
So Tigers are on the board now, 7-2. Nice move to the bucket by Scanlon.
Great move.
Kaylin Scammon.
Yep, Bruce wants to talk about it for the Tigers.
And it's 9-2, 4:18 to play in the first. We'll take a break and be back after this. All right, 4:18 to play in the first. Shenandoah jumped out to a quick lead and just keep pushing forward here.
Yeah, I said, they're running a tempo that's much quicker than the Tigers have seen in most of the rest of their games here this year, and they're bringing the full court press here. So,
inbound pass comes from Ramirez to Jones. Tap. Jones picks up her dribble now to Ramirez. Pressure in the backcourt. Ramirez picks up her dribble, double team, gets it to Ellison Johnson, and we'll have a
foul on the Phillies, looks like. Yeah, blocking foul.
I think that is on Sloan McGinnis.
14 or 15? 15, yep.
Okay. Sloan McGinnis, a sophomore. That's her first. Tigers ball, midcourt, far side, inbound pass from Ramirez. Into the backcourt to Jones. Jones right to left across center stripe. Round to the right side she goes. Bounce pass out to Ramirez. Here's Jones for 3 off the right wing. The bank is open.
We'll take it however we can get it.
And it's in the corner. Here comes the three-pointer from Cullen.
Yeah, Phillies right back with a three-pointer.
Answer 3 for 3. 12-5 is our score. Brinley Cullen.
I think we're going to have another foul on the Phillies. Number 21 there.
That is correct. Cullen. That's her first. Tigers ball.
So what we just saw Red Oak do right after that quick 3 from the Phillies, they just jumped right into inbounding the ball and getting it down the court. They're going to have to do that with this full court press here, I think.
Jones out on the right side. It's it to Ellison Johnson. Hits Siebenecker on the move to the bucket and scores, too. Nice job.
Great job by Ellison to find Emily there open and put the ball up and come away with the 2.
Emily converts it, which 3:20 to play in the first. Shenandoah with the lead, 12-7. Scanlon, pressure from Siebenecker, right side, down to the corner. It goes to O'Rourke. O'Rourke picks up her dribble, finds Scammon. I think I'm calling her Scamlin, which is not correct. It's Scammon.
Shenandoah with a lot of ball movement out there, too. Very quick. Offense is just looking good, honestly, here.
Scammon will inbound the ball. Baseline right. Inbound pass comes to O'Rourke. Now to Cullen. Cullen on the right side. Down to the baseline she goes. Finds O'Rourke. Underneath, Scammon with the ball. Foul on Siebenecker.
Foul on Emily, yeah.
Emily, that's her first. Way I have it. 12-7 is our score. 2:55 to play in the first. Inbound pass from Scammon at the baseline, right side. Kaylin Scammon. Trying to find the open player. Gets it to O'Rourke. Back to Scammon in the corner for 3. No good. Just as buzzer expires. Rebound O'Rourke and draws a foul, I believe, on Ellison Johnson.
Looks like it, yep.
It is Ellison. It's her first. It's going to send O'Rourke back to the line. She's 2 of 2 from the line this evening. Here's the shot. Good from O'Rourke. 13-7. 2:46 substitutions taking place. Here comes O'Rourke with her second. Nice shot. Gets them both. And it's 14-7 now. Shenandoah with the lead. Here's Siebenecker for 3 off the left side. It's not there. Goes out of
Red
play.
Oak's ball off of Shenandoah's leg there.
Yeah, just bounced off the leg of one of the Phillies. Out of play. Tigers ball. Inbound pass from Ramirez. Ramirez at the baseline will put it into play. Underneath, tries to go to O'Neal, picked up by Ellison Johnson. Now Siebenecker. Gets Ellison on the move in the lane.
Good pass
and
by Emily,
one.
and great job by Ellison to finish it there. And she's going to go to the line, try and get a bonus.
And that foul is on Dumler. That's her first. And it's going to send Ellison Johnson to the line with the and one opportunity. Here we go. Shot from Johnson is no good. Rebound chased down by Scammon. Scammon's going to take it left to right across the timeline. Looks left, goes left to O'Rourke. Right side, Cullen short, picked up by Johnson, Ellison Johnson. She's going to push it across the center stripe quickly. 2:13 to play in the first. 14-9 is our score. Into the lane, Siebenecker off of the glass, in and out, no good.
Great
There's
rebound by
Ramirez.
Ramirez there.
And it's going to bounce out of play. Tigers will keep it. Nice effort. Just didn't convert the bucket. 14-9 is our score with just over 2 minutes to play in the first. And Tigers will have the ball. The inbound pass will come from Natalie Johnson at the baseline. Here we go. I think we're all set and ready to go now. Inbound pass to Ellison out on the right side. In the corner, Natalie looks at the three, drives in toward the lane, has it knocked loose, picked up now, controlled by Ellison. Here's O'Neal for 3, not there. Rebound bounces out of play. Tigers
Red
keep
Oaks
it again.
Still, yeah.
So we'll do it again. Derek. Inbound pass from Natalie Johnson. Movement from the Tigers here. All the way out top to Ellison. She's open for 3. Short. Rebound O'Neal. No good. Gets her board. Back up this time. She's tied up and draws the foul this time.
Calling it on the floor, looks like.
Yep. It's on number 11. Kaylee Bebout. It's her first. And it's 14-9. A lot of substitution, Derek. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Yeah, I've picked up on that, but
lots of
since you're
substitution.
the guy calling the names, I don't pay quite as much attention, but yes.
Yeah.
I can do a better job of trying to help you out with that.
Out of the right side to Erickson. And I think stepped on the sideline. Turns it over to the Phillies. Inbound pass to Scammon. Kaylin Scammon with the balls. Takes her time, walks it across the timeline here at center circle. Stolen by O'Neal. Nice job by Ellie. She's going to take it end to end for the layup, and it's good. Ellie O'Neal, the freshman. Quickly to the other end. Scammon with the ball. Phillies wasting no time.
Pushing the ball big time.
Scammon takes it down to the baseline. I think that is McGinnis.
Foul on the Tigers.
Yeah, foul on
Shooting
Tigers.
Foul.
McGinnis will go to the line for 2. And that foul's on Ellison Johnson. That's 2 on Ellison. So 2 personal fouls here in the first quarter on Ellison. McGinnis at the line. She has 2 points in the ball game. First opportunity from the line. Shot is good. There we go. Substitutions. Ellison comes out with 2 personal fouls. McGinnis at the line. Second of 2. Made the first. Second shot bounces. No good. Rebound Tigers. 15-11 is our score. Shenandoah with the lead. Shenandoah has led the entire first quarter. On the left side it goes to Jones. Bounce pass to Ramirez in the corner. Here's O'Neal. Looks at the 3. Drives down to the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez drives into the lane. Kicks it to the right side to Jones. Natalie Johnson to Jones for 3. Blocked by Estes, I believe. Batted around, coming away with it is O'Rourke. O'Rourke end-to-end for the layup, and foul on Jones. Keely Jones picks up her second personal foul.
Yeah, she saved an easy 2 right there.
Mm-hmm. And Ellison gets set to come back into the ball game. O'Rourke will go to the line again. Ava O'Rourke, a freshman. She's 5 of 5 from the foul line.
Yeah, she's money so far.
5 of 5. Freshman, 5'7" freshman, good ball player. Here's her second. It's good. She gets them both. 6 of 6 from the foul line for the freshman. 17-11, 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Shenandoah with the lead. Ellison Johnson with the ball. Drives it down to the baseline to O'Neal. Back to Johnson. Siebenecker, top of the key, 25 seconds. Works her way around to the right side, picks up the dribble, finds O'Neal for 3 from the top. It's not there. Rebound, Natalie Johnson. Out to Ramirez, 16 seconds. Is stolen by O'Rourke. O'Rourke left to right across the timeline to the top of the key. Down underneath, a little high, and goes out of play. Tigers will have it with just under 10 seconds to play in the quarter.
Fortunate for the Tigers there. She was wide open.
And the inbound pass will come from Ramirez. And here we go. Full court press coming from the Phillies. Just under 10 seconds on the clock. Inbound pass to Ellison Johnson. Draws a trap, gets it to Siebenecker, 4 seconds. Siebenecker to the hoop, off the glass. It's no good. Rebound, Estes, and that's it for the first quarter. And Shenandoah leads at the end of one, 17-11, and we'll be right back with the second after this. With this,
he's calling me the rookie.
He just wanted to get in there and harass you, Derek.
He did, yes.
That's it. I thought of the right side Tigers with the ball. Ellison Johnson over to Ramirez. Erickson behind the arc, puts it on the court, spins, loses the handle on it, picked up by Jones. In the corner it goes to Siebenecker. That out to Keely Jones for 3, no good. Rebound, Estes hands it off to Scammon, and Scammon slows it up just a bit and then pass outlet to the other end to Dumbler underneath the basket. Here's O'Rourke for 3. Nope. Rebound, Ellison Johnson for the Tigers. It's 17.
That go Ellison all the way to the hoop right there.
End to end for Ellison. She
coast to coast.
Baseline to baseline. Basket to basket. Here we go. Scammon with the ball. 17-13 is our score. Phillies with the lead. Shot from Scammon is no good. Rebound, O'Rourke goes up, and I don't know if she had it stripped loose or what, but here's Estes. Back to O'Rourke. Right side to Scammon. 5:40 to play in the half. Phillies lead. They've led the entire ball game. Scammon spins into the high post, and we're going to have a jump ball, I believe. 6:36 to play in the half. And the Phillies keep it. Inbound pass will come from Scammon. Baseline left. Scammon will put it into play. Over to the right side it goes to McGinnis. Now to Estes. Back to McGinnis for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound underneath. Knocked loose by O'Rourke. We're going to have a jump ball. This time we'll go to the Tigers.
Yeah. Well, good hustle by the Tigers right there on that rebound effort. And comes away with the possession.
And inbound pass comes to Jones. Going to be knocked loose. Kicking the ball there, I believe.
Tigers just need to push back against this press. Let's not mess around trying to pass the ball. Let's just push it across the timeline. Let's go.
So Jones with the ball.
Just like that.
Takes it down to Erickson. Out to Jones. Skips all the way across to Siebenecker. Emily drives down to the baseline. Puts up the jumper. No good. Rebound. McGinnis. Sloan McGinnis gets to Scammon, and Scammon will take it across the center stripe. Down the left side of the lane to O'Rourke. In the corner, Dumler. She drives the baseline. Nice move to the bucket and off the glass for two.
Excellent move by Phillies right there. And
Abby Dumler, senior, 5'7" senior. Trap comes into the backcourt. It goes to Ramirez now to Siebenecker for three off the left wing. It's no good. Rebound Dumler. And foul on the play, I believe Ramirez. Let's see officially.
Yep.
Mariel picks up her second personal foul. Keely Jones with two, Ellison Johnson with two, and Mariel Ramirez with two here with 5:37 to play in the half. 19-13 Shenandoah with the lead. Scammon with the ball across the center stripe. Goes right to O'Rourke. And shots up, no good. Rebound Ellison Johnson for Red Oaks. Looking down the court. Head up, looking down the court across the timeline. Picks up her dribble. Finds Erickson in the corner. Kaylee drives. Bounce pass back to Keely Jones into the lane. Right side, Ramirez for three. Not there. It's going to bounce out of play. Phillies ball. 5:06 to play in the half. 19-13 is our score. And Scammon with the ball now takes it left to right across the center stripe. To the right side, down to the baseline. Finds O'Rourke. Into the lane, O'Rourke goes. She's tied up. And calling a foul. That's going to be number 3 on Ellison. Did they call that on Ellison?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, they did. That's 3
Mm-hmm.
on Ellison. Inbound pass will come from O'Rourke to Scammon. Right under the bucket. She puts it up. No good. Gets her own board. Back up. No good. Rebound O'Rourke. Plenty of second chance opportunities here for the Phillies. Now to Dumler. Skips it across. Estes for 3 off the left wing. It's short. Jones grabs it. Jones heads it up the court across. Double teamed actually near the center stripe. Finds Erickson. Erickson across the timeline. Outside to Siebenecker. Emily snaps the net for the 3 ball. Emily Siebenecker.
Yeah, good ball movement by the Tigers. Find Emily open there on the 3-point line. And
Scammon with kind of off-balance jumper. No good. Rebound. Kept in play through the hands of the Tigers and picked up by Estes to Dumler right side. Underneath to McGinnis. She spins, kicks it out to O'Rourke. Now to Estes at the foul line. In the corner, Scammon. Right side, Scammon with the ball. Now up at the right wing, and Scammon knocks down a 3 ball.
Scammon plays with an incredible amount of confidence here as just a sophomore. So she is definitely a game changer for the Phillies right there.
22-16 is the score. 3:55 to play in the half. Timeout on the court. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. So here we go, Derek. Band in the house again tonight.
Yeah, just a short little bit there in that timeout, and they were rocking with the bass and big old sax. I don't even know what you call that one. It's so big, and drums and everything over there. So
Siebenecker with the ball for the Tigers. Around to the right side she goes. Long two off the rest side. May have been partially blocked. Picked up underneath by Ramirez. Foul.
I think she's going to shoot two here.
Yeah. There's a foul on Bebout. Kaylee Bebout gets whistled for the foul. That's number 2 on Bebout, and it's going to send Ramirez to the line. Mariel's first opportunity from the line in the ball game. Shot is good from Mariel. 22-17 is our score. Here's the second from Ramirez. She gets them both.
He has money from there tonight.
22-18. Tigers within 4. That may be the closest they've been in a while, Derek. In the corner it goes. Here's the 3 from Cullen.
Yeah.
Brentley Cullen with another 3 ball. 25-18 is our score. Ramirez to Siebenecker. Looks at the 3. Back top to Keita Ramirez. Drives down the right side. Kicks out to O'Neal. O'Neal to Jones. Right side. Ramirez down inside, knocked loose by O'Rourke and goes out of play. Tigers will keep it. Inbound, or coming into the ball game, will be Ellison Johnson. Ramirez will take a seat. And Ellison will put it into play. For the Tigers, play goes in motion right underneath Siebenecker, and she draws a foul. That may be on Bebout or Cullen. It's on Cullen. That's her second. She's a sophomore. Shenandoah's got some good young players coming along here.
Yeah, I noticed that
they
looking at the
really
lineup earlier.
25-18. Here's a shot from Siebenecker. Is good. Emily's first opportunity from the line. She makes it count. She has 6 points in the ball game. Here comes the second from Emily. It's good. Makes them both count. 25-20. Shenandoah with the lead. O'Rourke with the ball. Around to the right wing she comes. Back to the foul line. Into the lane. Nice move to the bucket by O'Rourke.
Phillies have several players willing to just kind of take control and drive all the way to the hoop there.
Yeah. O'Rourke, a freshman, stripped loose by Scammon, has the wide open, easy layup for the Phillies. And it's 29. Just like that, that 4-point lead has now expanded to 9 just in a minute. Jones from the high post puts it off the glass and scores 2. Keely Jones.
Now, if the Tigers can attack that press the way they just did right there, they're going to get a couple of those easy buckets as they get out in front of Philly's defense there.
Scammon puts up the 3. It's no good. Rebound O'Neal. Ellie takes it across the timeline down to the left wing for 3. No good. Rebound Johnson on the backside. Puts it back up. No good. Rebound tapped. And Scammon comes away with it. Scammon's going to take it to the hoop and jump ball on the play.
Right on.
Into the game, Estes. And taking a seat is Babe.
I was thinking out loud there as I'm saying don't foul Ellison. She's got 3 fouls, right?
She does.
Yes.
She certainly does. Here's Cullen underneath the Scammon. Scammon's tied up. Jump ball. And it's Tigers ball. 1:58 to play in the half. 29-22. Shenandoah with the lead. Ellison Johnson will put it into play for Red Oak. Full court press. Full court press. Looks like man pressure almost. Siebenecker across the timeline. Handles it very well. Ellison Johnson on the move. Down in the lane she goes. Stripped loose. Picks it up at the baseline. Kicks it back out to O'Neal. O'Neal from the high post to Siebenecker for 3 at the top. It's in and out. And foul on the play. Ramirez. It is. Mariel picks up her 3rd. So fouls may become a factor here for the Tigers.
Yeah.
1:38 to play in the half. So both Mariel and Ellison Johnson both have 3 personal fouls here in this first half. 1.5 to play in the half. Shenandoah with the lead. O'Rourke takes it into the hoop again and then kicks it out to Bebout. Shoots the 3. No good. Rebound O'Neal. O'Neal reels it in and stripped loose by O'Rourke. And then Ellison Johnson steals it for the Tigers. Ellison with the ball, finds Siebenecker across the center stripe. Out on the left side it goes to Ramirez for three, no good. O'Rourke tapped it to Estes, then to Scammon, outlet other end. Bebout loses the handle on it, and it goes out of play.
Yeah, great look by the Phillies right there.
That was a great look. Great movement.
Needed some receiver hands right there, just a little bit more.
59 seconds to play in the half. Substitutions taking place. And for the Tigers, it's Natalie Johnson, Erickson, Siebenecker, Ellie O'Neill, and Keely Jones on the court for the Tigers. Here we go. Inbound pass comes to Erickson. Erickson takes it across the center stripe to O'Neill in the corner. Now to Natalie Johnson over the left side to Siebenecker. 48 seconds. Travel on the Tigers. And here we go. Inbound pass from Estes for the Phillies to Scammon. 45 seconds and counting.
So we've got about 30 on the shot clock, so about a 10-second difference there.
Dumlin with the ball. Takes it to the hoop. Nice move to the bucket. No good. Estes keeps it in play. O'Neill picks it up. A lot of pressure from O'Rourke. And we're going to have a travel. 26 seconds. And coming into the ball game will be McGinnis taking a seat. Estes. Inbound pass will come from Scammon for the Phillies at the baseline to O'Rourke. Now to Dumler. Over to Scammon. 22 seconds. Shots in and out. Rebound Jones. Jones, pressure from O'Rourke, picks up her dribble. Gets it to Erickson. Erickson to Jones. 10 seconds. Down to the baseline and out of play. Phillies ball. 8 seconds on the clock. Phillies have the ball. And the inbound pass comes to Scammon. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Scammon with the ball. 3 seconds into the lane. She takes it and
she's going to get a shooting foul.
She'll go to line for two with 1.9 seconds on the clock. And that foul's on Jones. Keely Jones. Now Keely has 3 personal fouls. So the Tigers have 3 players with 3 personal fouls each at the end of the first half. Shot from Scammon is good. Kaylin Scammon, like you said, Derek, plays with a great deal of just confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. She's definitely a leader out there for the Phillies.
Handles the ball well, runs the offense. Second shot's good. She gets them both. She's 3 of 4 from the foul line. 1.9 seconds, inbound pass to Jones. That's it for the first half. Shenandoah with the lead at halftime, 31-22. We'll be back after this. Shenandoah with the lead, 31-22. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Derek, I think the Phillies have led the entire first half.
I believe so, yeah.
It was down to a 4-point lead. I think it's been as much as a 7 or
probably right
nine
now.
9 point. Is that the biggest lead
I think so, yeah.
of the half? So let me give you some stats. For the visiting Shenandoah Phillies, Abby Dumler with 2 points, 1 personal foul. Callie Bebout has 2 personal fouls. Ava O'Rourke with 8 points. And get this, Ava is 6 of 6 from the foul line.
Yeah.
Just nailing it from the foul line. Sloan McGinnis, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Brinley Cullen has 6 points. She has 2 3-pointers here in the first half. Kaylin Scammon with 10 points. Kaylin is 3 of 4 from the foul line. Addison Estes has 2 points here in the first half. For the Red Oak Tigers, Keely Jones with 5 points and 3 personal fouls for the Tigers. Ellie O'Neill has 2 points for the Red Oak Tigers. Ellison Johnson with 4 points, 0 of 1 from the foul line and 3 personal fouls. Mario Ramirez has 4 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line, 3 personal fouls. And Emily Siebenecker with 7 points and 2 of 2 from the foul line. Matt Davis joining us now here in the media suite.
I'm just monitoring you like the FCC, making sure everything you guys say is accurate. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Will there be a fine?
No.
Okay.
You guys are doing a fine job, by the way. Very good.
Thank you.
Enjoy you guys. That volleyball guy is transitioning very, very well to basketball.
Yeah, well, I do like your shirt. Did you get your KCSI Christmas bonus?
I did not. No,
Yeah.
I don't merit that.
Like I said, it's a nice
well,
shirt.
I mean, I get a free bag of popcorn. I get that. That's what I'm getting.
listen to you guys.
I mean, you guys are working back-to-back nights here.
That's
I'm
right.
thinking this is like overtime or something.
This is back-to-back.
But so they were hot last night. It sounds like the Tigers.
Ramirez, yeah, they were hot.
Oh, yeah.
Ramirez had 20 points last night, Matt. 5 3-pointers in that. So there you go.
And then tonight, has Shenandoah missed a free throw yet?
2. They're pretty. I mean, they're
good from the foul
nailing
line.
them, but they've missed 2. But
Get this, Matt. Ava O'Rourke, the freshman, 5'7", 6 of 6 from the foul line.
Yeah, I mean, you make your free throws. I've been harping on all year. But the other thing Red Oak needs to do is do better transition defense. My goodness gracious.
well, we need to push the ball against that press right there to just get it across the line and pick that tempo up and not let Shenandoah sit there with opportunities to take it from us. So,
but goodness, the Red Oak girls are such an improved team, don't you think? Over the last year or so.
Yes.
I mean, I always look at like the girls have been in the program for 4 years. Like Emily Siebenecker, she couldn't dribble drive in the first year of freshman. Now she can dribble in, get shots off the jump. I mean, and Ellison as well. And then, some of these other girls have come. Your daughter Ellie and Kaylee Erickson. You can just kind of see them kind of coming together.
yeah.
Very good. 3.5 minutes remaining in the half. Shenandoah with the lead, 31-22. We'll be back after this.
clear words of wisdom right there.
There you go.
Matt Davis.
And that was all off air.
It was, but,
Yeah.
he's telling you to bring the Tigers home to a victory here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Derek. I think the Phillies played a really solid first half.
Oh, definitely. They've got a great tempo, in my opinion. I like that little faster tempo, particularly for the girls' basketball game. You're gonna get buckets just off of transition, right? Where you don't have the full defense back there. You get a couple of open girls, open looks. As we talked, with the stats right there, Shenandoah is pretty money with their free throws. I think only missing 2, and we got a freshman on there that's I think you said 6 for 6.
6 for 6.
So yeah, definitely we'll see what the second half brings, but I'd anticipate them to keep up their full court pressure here, and
I like to see the Tigers be more aggressive to the bucket. I would like to see them be more aggressive to the basket. We'll see. Phillies have the ball at the start, out on the right side to Estes, back to Scammon. Scammon works it right underneath, blocked by Siebenecker, out of play. Now, keep in mind, Emily has 1 personal foul, but Ellison, Mario, and Keeley all have 3 personal fouls.
We've got all 3 of them out there on the court right now for the Tigers.
So, certainly something you want to keep an eye on. And the inbound pass comes to McGinnis in the corner to Scammon. Scammon drives the baseline and draws the foul. I think Emily will be whistled now for the foul.
I mean, you don't see very many boys making moves like that with kind of the spin around and the underhand layup attempt, drawing the foul. And
I'm impressed with this Kaylin Scammon. Sophomore, good ball player. She's at the line for 2, has 10 points. Shot's no good. And 7:44 to play in the third. 31-22. Scammon at the line. Second of 2. Shot in and out. No good. Rebound Ramirez. Ramirez to Johnson. Johnson across the center stripe out on the left side to Siebenecker in the corner to Jones. Jones kicks it across to Natalie Johnson on the backside. Down to the baseline. Now to Ellison Johnson. She drives the baseline on the right side. Stripped loose from behind by Estes, but it hits the baseline. Tigers keep it. The inbound pass will come from Ramirez at the Tigers baseline. Ramirez to Jones. In the corner, drives the baseline. Jones picks up her dribble, and then to Ellison Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound, Ramirez. Out on the left wing, picks up her drive, and Ellison Johnson tries to go inside to Ramirez. It's knocked loose by Dumler. Scammon comes away with it. Scammon spins her way down the court, into the lane, steps through the defense, and puts it up. No good. Rebound, Jones, but it's stripped loose, and we're going to have a foul on the play.
We had some behind the ball, dribbling action right there, cutting through the defense, spin moves.
That's 4 on Ellison. She'll come out of the game with 4 personal fouls. Ellie O'Neill checks into the game. 6:58 to play in the third, 31-21, and the inbound pass will come from Scammon all the way out top to McGinnis, now to Dumler. Inside to Scammon, she puts it up. Design play to get Scammon to the bucket.
That's going to be a foul on
Emily. That's
Emily,
3 on
that's
Emily.
3 on Emily.
And Scammon is going to go back to the line now. She's 3 of 6. This one is good. And, I think fouls are going to start to stack up on the Tigers here. Certainly, the thing about that, it alters how you play.
Oh, definitely.
So when you start to get the foul issues, and it kind of changes your play and your aggressiveness that you can have. Kept in play. Nice job there. McGinnis puts it up and snaps the net. Sloan McGinnis picks up a couple. And it's 34-22. And the Phillies have stretched this lead now. I do think that's the greatest lead of the night.
Oh, yeah.
12 points here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 34-22. Dumler will put it into play for the Phillies.
I mean, talking about just changing the way you play, the Tigers aren't going to be able to be quite as aggressive.
Yeah.
With almost all 5 starters, with the exception of Natalie out there being in 3 or 4 fouls.
Scammon takes it to the baseline, tries to kick it back out top, but it kind of goes errants and out of reach and goes out of play. Tigers will have it at midcourt near side. And Ramirez will put it into play for Red Oak. Mario to Jones. Keeley with the ball down to the right side to Natalie Johnson in the corner. She takes it into the lane, tries to pass it out to O'Neal. Knock loose, coming away with it, O'Rourke. O'Rourke right to left, down to the baseline, off of her foot and out of play.
Yeah, Tigers ball. If we can inbound it quickly here. Looks like not the full court press that we had in the first half there. More of a half court trap.
That's over and back on the Tigers. 34-22. And the inbound pass will come from McGinnis. Into the backcourt to Scammon. Bounce pass into O'Rourke. Left elbow. Down to the blocks. Picks up her dribble. Finds Estes. Estes comes around the arc. Now to McGinnis. Out to Scammon. She resets the play. Right side to Estes. From the right elbow. Timeout on the court. Coach Weinrich didn't like it. He didn't like what he saw there. He's going to call timeout. Talk to his players. We'll take it with him. 34-22. And Shenandoah with the lead. We'll be right back. (34-22), Shenandoah with the lead, and Shenandoah has led the entire game. And here we go. Phillies will have the ball as we come back to it, and the inbound pass will come from McGinnis. Sloan McGinnis, a sophomore, will put it into play from the baseline. Finds a little high, Dumler, but it's chased down by Estes. Left side, Dumler. Bounce pass inside. McGinnis puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound, Estes. Second chance opportunity. Shot no good. And this time, Natalie Johnson goes up and grabs the board. A little pressure here now. And Ramirez across the timeline to O'Neal. Natalie Johnson with the ball. Down to the corner to Jones. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 5:13 to play in the third. Foul on the floor. McGinnis. Sloan McGinnis, that's number 2 on her. And it will be Tigers ball. Inbound pass will come from Ramirez at the baseline. 5:11 to play in the third. 34-22. Ramirez will put it into play for the Tigers. And all the way out top, Erickson for 3.
I think they're calling that too. Yeah, her foot was on the line.
Her toe was touching the line.
Still a great look by Kaylee Erickson right there.
34-24, 10-point lead for the Phillies. Down in the corner, O'Rourke with the ball, comes back around the arc into the lane. Nice job by O'Rourke, just didn't convert at the bucket. Kaylee Erickson comes away with it. She's trapped in the corner and picked up by Jones. Now to Siebenecker, takes the 3 off the left wing. No good. Rebound Dumler for the Phillies. Now to Scammon. Scammon right to left. Quickly to the other end, McGinnis. And what a play. Hit her in mid-stride.
Quick 2. Looks like
that was great play by the Phillies.
Shenandoah is going to call a timeout here.
Yep. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Shenandoah with the lead, 36-24 over the Tigers. Right back after this. Welcome back to Red Oak. 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Shenandoah with the lead, 36-24. And as we come back to it, inbound pass comes to Jones. A little pressure in the backcourt here. Showing pressure, but not really applying pressure to the Tigers get across half court. Down underneath it goes to O'Neal. Bounced out of play off of the foot of the Phillies. Tigers ball. Ramirez will put it into play from the baseline. Mario Ramirez. All the way out top to Erickson, but knocked loose and coming away with it. McGinnis for the layup for 2. Sloan McGinnis, she has 6 points here in the third quarter. McGinnis does. Over to Erickson out on the left side, left wing. Into the corner, hits Erickson on the go off the glass. Nice executed plays by the Tigers.
Excellent little give and go right there between Emily and Kaylee.
38-26, Shenandoah with the lead. Scammon with the ball at the top of the key. Works away right then left. Left wing. Scammon takes it to the hoop. We're going to have a foul on Siebenecker.
That will be.
I think that's 4 on Emily. Yeah. Yeah. That's 4 on Emily. So Ellison Johnson with 4. Emily Siebenecker with 4. Keeley has 3. And Mario Ramirez with 3. Inbound pass from O'Rourke to Scammon. Kind of a little high, but she chases it down at the center circle. Scammon then turns it to the hoop. My goodness, what a drive for Scammon, and made it look easy. Picked up, trapped in the corner. Jones is knocked loose. Erickson to Jones. Down the corner goes. Here's Ramirez for 3. No good. Rebound, O'Rourke. 40-26. Shenandoah with the lead. Out on the right side, Scammon fakes it, then drives to the baseline. Puts up the little one-handed jumper. It's no good. Erickson grabs the board. Takes it across the timeline, and Scammon tried to sneak in and knock it loose and gets whistled for the foul.
That's just her first, though, I think.
Yeah, it is. Kaylin Scammon. And it'll be Tigers ball. 40-26 is our score with 3:09 to play in the third. Inbound pass to Jones. Keeley to the foul line. Here's Erickson for 3 from the top. No good. Rebound, Torres. Ava Torres into the ball game, or Ana Torres. Here's Ramirez with the ball down to the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Now to Jones. Tried to go passing inside, but a little miscommunication there. It goes out of play.
Yeah, Shenandoah in this, second half here has really kind of amped up the pressure on defense for sure. Kind of running a little half-court trap right there. It's being very successful.
O'Rourke takes it across the timeline, and Torres is whistled for the foul.
Oh, no, they called that on.
Did they call that on?
They
Ramirez?
called that on Mariella, yeah.
I don't think that's right. I think he meant on Ana Torres. I think he called the wrong number, but he did call it on Marielle, which would make her be her fourth instead of Ana's first. And that's what they did, Derek. Absolutely.
That's
O'Rourke. That's consequential, potentially. O'Rourke at the line first is good from O'Rourke. 41-26, second from O'Rourke. It's good. 42-26, Shenandoah with the lead. Jones out on the left side, comes top to Ramirez from the top. Ramirez puts it up, no good. Rebound, O'Rourke. O'Rourke pushes it across the timeline, now out to Scanlon. She looks at the 3, then drives to the right elbow, bounce pass out to O'Rourke, drives the baseline. What a move to the bucket from the freshman, no good. Jump ball.
Okay. I'm clapping because it was not a foul. It's not a good look if we got kids fouling out here in the third quarter. So,
and that definitely, we have Ellison Johnson with 4, Mario Ramirez with 4, and Emily Siebenecker with 4, and there's 2:16 to play in the third. Jones with the ball across the center stripe. Double team, trapped, stolen by O'Rourke. She's got the layup on the right side for 2. Ava O'Rourke, who now has 12 points in the ball game, and she is 8 of 8 from the foul line. 44-26. Trap. It's knocked loose. Picked up by Estes. Estes right to left across the timeline to Scanlon underneath the McGinnis, and she puts it up, blocked out of play by Natalie Johnson. A minute 46 to play in the third.
Good defense there by Natalie, just being aware where the shot's at. Rejecting it big time. Not in my house.
There you go.
That was my
that was your
Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
Come on.
I have a great story about Dikembe Mutombo. Down underneath it goes to Scammon. She puts it up off the glass. No good. And Erickson comes away with the ball. Out to Jones. Jones into the lane, off the glass. No good. Ava O'Rourke grabs the ball. Turned into a bit of a track meet here, which I think is working in the Phillies' favor down underneath the McGinnis.
Sure, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah. And it will be Tigers ball. 44-26, a minute 21 to play in the third. I don't think I have number 5 on my sheet. Inbound pass to Jones. Now to Erickson. Down the corner goes to Miley Johnson. She pulls up. No good. Rebound. Scammon. Scammon right to left across the timeline. Moves to the bucket. Boy, what a move to the bucket.
Yeah,
by
absolutely
Scammon.
fantastic right there.
That was a great play by Scammon. Full court press. 55 seconds and counting. And Natalie Johnson with the ball brings it across the center stripe and gets whistled for the travel. At 45 seconds counting here. Scammon with the ball. 39 seconds at the top of the key. And I apologize, I do not have her on the roster. Number 5, but she's in the game. Down underneath it goes to Scammon. Spins, draws the foul. Will that be whistled on, Eric?
I was going to try and help you out here and go to the roster on Bound and see if I could find number 5 for the Phillies.
Keely Jones, she's not on there, I don't think.
Nope, there is not a number 5 on there.
It's mysterious. Shot from Scammon is good.
I would about guess it is Bella Trowbridge.
There's a second from Scammon. She gets them both. She has 17 points in the contest. Galen Scammon does.
Yeah. And only 1 foul.
Yeah. A lot of pressure coming from the Phillies. Jones with the ball at the top of the key. Picks it up. It's knocked loose. Coming away with it is Babe. Now to Dumler. Dumler drives down underneath. Bounce pass to O'Rourke, but he got her foot stepped on, and foul's going to be on Natalie Johnson, which that's her first personal foul for Natalie. It's going to send O'Rourke to the line. O'Rourke is 8 of 8 from the foul line in the ball game. This one's good. 9 of 9.
And she is a freshman.
She is a freshman.
Yep.
5'7" freshman. Here comes her second. This one she misses. Rebound chase down. 6 seconds. Miley Johnson with the ball. She's double teamed. 3 seconds to Kaylee Erickson. That's going to do it for 3. Shenandoah stretches their lead at the end of 3, 49-26 over the Tigers. You're listening to KCSI FM, Villisca, Red Oak, and Shenandoah.
very often in high school sports anymore.
Yep. Here we go. And we're back underway. Fourth quarter, down underneath it goes, and O'Rourke puts it up, no good. Rebound batted around on the floor, picked up by Siebenecker. Emily with the ball. She'll take it left to right across the timeline. Out to Jones, out in the corner to Johnson. Here's Siebenecker, works it down to the baseline. Underneath to Ramirez, and she draws the foul.
We're going to be shooting two with Marielle here.
The foul's on Bosley, Megan Bosley with the foul. And Marielle Ramirez will go to the line for the Tigers here in the fourth quarter. 49-26, 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Shot from Ramirez is good. Marielle now has 5 points in the ball game. And here's the second. It's good. Inbound pass to Scammon. 7.5 minutes. Scammon with the ball at the center circle. Works her way around to the right side. In the corner to Bosley. Bosley looks at the three. Now back to Scammon. Into the lane. Jumper is no good. Rebound Estes, and she puts it back and in for two. And it's 51-28. Shenandoah with the lead. Ellison Johnson out of Ramirez. Round to the left side. Here's Jones for three. It's no good. Rebound Estes. Estes to Scammon. Scammon right to left across the timeline. Hits Bebout on the move. It bounces loose.
We're going to call a foul on number 11. Yep.
Bebout.
Yes.
Kaylee Bebout
for the Phillies there.
Three. Substitutions taking place. Here we go. And it will be Tigers ball. Miley Johnson will put it into play to Erickson. 6:47 to play in the ball game. Erickson with the ball at the top of the key. Goes left. Donna Torres puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound underneath to Estes. Bosley then to Scammon. Scammon will take it right to left across the center stripe. Slows at the center circle and then works left. Around to the right side she goes. Kicks in the corner to Bosley. No good. Rebound O'Neal. Bebout again. That's 4 on Kaylee Bebout. She's a senior, 5'4" senior for the Phillies. Inbound pass to Erickson. Kaylee Erickson across the line. Takes it into the paint. Stolen by O'Rourke. Out to Scammon at the top of the key. Nice move to the bucket. Just gets that first step.
Straight up little fake out right there and wide open to the hoop from there down the lane.
Yeah, 53-28 with just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Here's O'Neal. Move to the bucket. Jumper no good. Rebound Scammon. Scammon takes it back right to left. To O'Rourke on the move into the blocks. Steps through the pressure and draws the foul.
I think that's going to be on Kaylee Erickson there for the Tigers.
It is. That's her first. It's going to send O'Rourke back to the line once again. Ava O'Rourke. Shot is no good. Substitutions taking place. And here we go. O'Rourke will be at the line. I think we're ready. Everyone in their appropriate place. And it's 53-28. Shenandoah with the lead. Jones will bring it across the center stripe. To the right, down to the baseline now. Natalie Johnson, Jones, Ramirez, left side three-pointer off the wing. It's no good. Chase down, kept in play, picked up by Bebout. Bebout to Scammon, and Scammon will bring it across the center stripe. Through the hands.
Yeah, good pass to the ref right there.
Through the hands of the player, and just the official was right there, Derek, and got the ball. Here's Jones across the center stripe. Into the high post. Jumper up off the glass. It's good for 2. Keely Jones picks up a couple for the Tigers. 54-30. Shenandoah leads. Scammon works her way around to the right side. Puts it up, and it's good for 2. Kaylin Scammon just having a night. 19 points for Kaylin. No, 21 points for Kaylin. Down in the corner goes to Natalie Johnson. She takes it to the hoop, and then I don't know if she twisted her ankle or slipped, but Shenandoah comes away with it. McGinnis into the lane and off the glass. No good. Rebound. Jones, and then stripped, and coming away with it will be the Phillies. Scammon has the ball. Now to Bebout. Into the lane. Kaylee Bebout puts up the jumper. It's no good. Rebound. Ellison Johnson, foul on Bebout. That's 5, I do believe. So she'll have to come out of the ball game. And into the game is Dumler. Here we go. Tigers ball. Inbound pass to Jones. Jones takes it left to right across the center stripe. Out to Johnson. Here's Jones for 3. It's good. Keely Jones for 3. 56-33. Scammon with the ball. She's open. Draws the foul. And she'll go to the line for 2 as the foul on Derek. That's Emily Siebenecker. So I think Emily is out of the ball game now.
I mean, even with this lead of over 20 here in the fourth quarter, the Phillies are still keeping to attacking the basket and making their free throws.
Scammon at the line. 57-33. 3:55 to play in the ball game. Shot is no good. Rebound chased down by Johnson. Natalie Johnson to O'Neal. O'Neal across the center stripe, down the left side, all the way to the baseline. Puts up the jumper off the rim. No good. Rebound. McGinnis. McGinnis to Scammon, and Scammon's going to take it back right to left across the center stripe. Scammon with the ball, working against the pressure from Torres. Into the lane she goes. No good. Gets her board. Back up. No good. Rebound. Lauman. Lauman underneath. She puts it off the glass. No good. Rebound. McGinnis to Scammon. Scammon drives to the bucket. Second chance and third chance opportunities here for the Phillies.
Yeah, Red Oak's not rebounding well there defensively. And
here we go. Substitutions again. 3:16 to play in the ball game. 57-33. Shenandoah with the lead. Shenandoah has led the entire game, I do believe. We'll get this worked out here. I think we're ready, Derek. Inbound pass comes to Ellison Johnson. Down to Jones. Knocked loose. Picked up by Cullen. Cullen pushes it up the court. Finds O'Rourke. O'Rourke to Babe. Over to the right side. Dumler for 3 in the corner. It's good. Abby Dumler. 60-33. Shenandoah with the lead. Here's Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound Ramirez, but she steps on the baseline trying to stay in play. Just couldn't stay in play.
Great effort there by Marielle trying to keep the ball in bounds.
And Phillies ball. 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Bounce pass to Cullen. Down underneath. Wide open is Babe. She puts it up. No good. Out to Dumler. Now to Cullen. Babe with the ball. Now O'Rourke. 2:18 to play. 9 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds. O'Rourke with the ball. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. I don't think they're paying attention to the shot clock. Gets the shot off. No good. Here's Johnson, Ellison Johnson to Natalie Johnson. Back to Ellison, top of the key. Minute 54 to play. Here's Jones. Driving down to the baseline to Ramirez. Now Ellison Johnson for three.
Good ball movement by the Tigers right there. Comes out with a three-pointer.
60-36. Shenandoah leads. A minute and a half to play in the ball game. Babe to Cullen. Back to Babe. Inside to Lauman. Here's O'Rourke driving to the baseline. Tries to hand it off to Lauman, but it's knocked loose. But O'Rourke picks it up in the corner. Babe with the ball, right side. Takes the three. No good. Rebound bounces and chased down by Ellison Johnson to Natalie Johnson. Yeah. She's open for the layup.
Great pass by Ellison there, finding Natalie open right under the basket on the fast break.
60-38, less than a minute to play here in the ball game. Timeout on the court. Shenandoah leads 60-38. We'll be right back after this. And with two for the Tigers, Babe takes it to the bucket, puts it up, no good. Bounces, Ellie O'Neill grabs the board for Red Oak. Across the timeline, far side of the court, down to the left elbow. It's it now to Erickson for three, no good. Rebound, Lauman. And Babe will bring it across the center stripe. 60-40 is our score. Shenandoah with the lead, 14 seconds and counting. Babe out on the right side. 8 seconds. Now to Bosley. Picks up her dribble. Babe, 2 seconds. That's going to be our final. 60-40. Shenandoah gets the victory. Take a break, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, and we're joined now, head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Carter Bruce, with me. Coach Bruce, tough night there. Talk to me what you saw from a coaching perspective. What did you see from your team?
Yeah, I don't think we really came out and executed like I think we can, and we have recently in some games. We just weren't doing the little things that we need to be doing. We didn't box out very well tonight. We didn't run the floor. That's a pretty good team. They've got a really number 23 Scammons, really good. It's hard to shut her down. But we can shut her down and still do everything else well, and we just didn't tonight. We just let them get out too far after halftime there and couldn't make it back.
Yeah, it was a close game. They kind of stretched it in that third quarter and really kind of blew it open there. But transition, working on transition, what are you working on, Coach? What do you see that you're going to work on?
Yeah, I think, one, we're not very deep, and when we get in foul trouble, we have a hard time keeping up with them, running the floor. We're just going to keep hammering boxing out. I'm not going to lie, we've done that for about an hour every practice, but we're going to keep doing it for every hour. We just have to win that middle 8. We got to win those last 4 minutes of the second half, which we didn't tonight, and we didn't win the first 4 minutes of that second half either. So we've got to kind of hone in on that a little bit.
Next is what? Lewis? No.
Carol Kemper Friday.
Carol Kemper Friday here?
Yep.
All right, Coach. Anything else we need to be aware of?
Nope. Thanks, Aaron.
Coach Bruce, thanks for coming up. Head coach Carter Bruce with us, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this. Let me give you some stats here from the varsity girls play. And again, it was Shenandoah coming out on top with the victory, 60-40 in varsity girls play for the Red Oak Tigers. Keely Jones wraps up the night with 10 points for the Tigers and 4 personal fouls. Ellie O'Neill, 2 points in the ballgame. Kaylee Erickson has 6. Ellison Johnson finishes the night with 7 points. Natalie Johnson with 2 points on the night. Mario Ramirez, 6 points and 4 of 4 from the foul line. And Emily Siebenecker with 7. For the visiting Shenandoah Phillies, Abby Dumler wraps up the night with 5 points. Ava O'Rourke, 13. And get this, Ava O'Rourke was 9 of 11 from the foul line for O'Rourke. Sloan McGinnis, 9 points on the night. Brinley Cullen has 6. Big night tonight for Kaylin Scammon, 21 points and 7 of 12 from the foul line for Scammon. Addison Estes, 4 points on the night. And again, it was Shenandoah with the victory over the Red Oak Tigers, 60-40. We're going to turn the page, and we are going to talk about boys basketball, and we are joined now, Matt Davis, with me this afternoon now.
Is it afternoon, or were you in the evening?
It's evening.
Is it started to be 50-mile-an-hour winds out there yet?
That'll be after midnight.
All of Doc Butts' inflatable Santa thing's going to wind up on my lawn tonight, probably.
Yeah. He can, but you can return them. It's just right down a house or two down from you.
What's going on,
Matt?
Mr.
Are you ready for basketball?
Basketball.
Now, Matt?
You've been at this 2 nights. This second night in a row here.
That's right.
So I'm fresh here. I'm come in. I've had a nice nap. I'm good to go. So, but you know what?
You have a Cyclone shirt on.
I do.
You have a Cyclone shirt on and a KCSI sweatshirt. We're Hawkeyes.
Right. But I want to go with the winner, so I'm with the Cyclones. I shouldn't be talking because there's a chance. Iowa plays Iowa State tomorrow in women's basketball and men. Women have a good chance to beat in Hilton. I think the men will have to men will have to play well to beat Iowa State in Hilton, but we'll see. It could be a sweep for Iowa State, or maybe the Hawkeyes get a couple wins this week.
We'll see.
But tonight, we've got the big rival right here.
This is
Shenandoah and Red Oak.
Yes.
And, of course, the girls' game was just concluded with the Phillies winning that one. And here tonight, the Tigers taking on the Mustangs in the nightcap in the boys' game. And 2 teams, Aaron, early in the season, but a big game early in the season. Tigers are 1-3 on the year. Is that correct? Yeah, 1-3. The Mustangs are 1-2. Mustangs are 0-2. Mustangs have lost to Underwood and Harlan, so they've had a tough 2 opening games of the season playing Underwood and Harlan. Tigers have beat Lennox, and they've lost to Clarinda and Lowe's Central. Unique thing about tonight's game, I think, Aaron, is 2 first-year head coaches. Yeah. Jesse Taylor, head coach at Red Oak, his first year as a head coach, and Luke Buttry, first year as head coach at Shenandoah. And I think Luke was the coach in Sydney, though, wasn't he?
I believe that is correct,
so he's had head coaching experience, but he's now in Shenandoah coaching the Mustangs. This is his first year. And these 2 teams played tight games last year. Red Oak has kind of dominated this series over the last 5-6 years. They won the first matchup last year, if you recall that game, Aaron. It came right down the buzzer, and Shenandoah hit a shot at the buzzer that would have put them in the lead, but they waved it off. It was after the clock, so Red Oak won the game.
I remember.
And that was in Shenandoah. And then Shenandoah came up here later in the season and finally beat Red Oak. I think the first time they beat Red Oak probably 4 or 5 years. And you kind of get the sense the Mustang program is building a little bit. Now, their season record last year ended at 5-17. Tigers were 8-15 last year. So, a lot of main players return for the Mustangs. We'll talk about them here in a minute. Of course, Red Oak led by all Hawkeye 10 first-teamer Reese Montgomery. So we're going to have a good matchup tonight.
So, Matt, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and then you can kind of talk about this matchup when we get back after this. We turn the page. Boys basketball upcoming. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with more right after. Red Oak, Aaron West, along with Matt Davis now. Melanie West running all of our production software as well. Thanks for all of those watching, listening. We sure appreciate it. Matt, when you look at these two teams statistically, match them up for me a little bit. What do you see when you look at these two teams here?
Well, both these teams, when we look at this, these are teams. If Red Oak, we've covered them. Of course, we know them obviously better than Shenandoah, but Red Oak's a team that kind of lives and dies on that three-point line. A high percentage of their shots. They have 145 field goal attempts on the year as a team, Red Oak does. 65 of those are three-point attempts. So 44% of their shots are coming from the three-point line. Shenandoah's had 2 games on here. They have 86 total field goal attempts. 29 of those are from the three-point line. So that's 33%. So Red Oak much more dependent on three ball. Now, interesting, when I looked at some of the stats on Shenandoah, their outstanding sophomore Carter Sells, who we have seen him just light up. If the stats are correct on Bound, he's 0 of 6 from the three-point line this year in the first. Now, I think that's going to change tonight because every time we see Carter Sells, he is on fire. So I would expect that would change differently. But just the way the teams play, their philosophy are different. What will be interesting, I think, in this game, Aaron, will be what will Shenandoah come out? Will they come out in a man-to-man, which I expect they will do, or will they come out in a zone? Percentage-wise, you think you come out in a zone against Red Oak because they don't shoot well from the three-point line.
Yeah.
But typically teams like to play man. Also, who will press and who will trap. Now, flip side, Red Oak does a good job on turning the ball over, and they have a low post presence in Reese Montgomery that can get a lot of points from the paint. I think the key for Red Oak tonight, Aaron, and we've talked about this a lot, is that third score. You're going to get some points from Carson Roeder. You're going to get some points from Reese Montgomery.
Yeah.
But you need that third score, and I think that third score needs to be A.J. Beeson. A.J. has a capability to knock down his shots, but he also has the capability to get to the line. I think A.J.'s got to look for the drive more today. If the shot's not there, if he's being run off the three-point line, and get in the paint, draw contact, and get to the free throw line. So we'll see, but that's kind of against the grain of how Red Oak typically plays. Like I said, I have not seen Shenandoah yet this year, so we'll get a little bit feel for them. But I think it will dictate a lot what Shenandoah comes out in terms of defense, at least to start the game.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back and dig into it a bit more after this. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. It's 28 minutes past. Aaron West along with Matt Davis. Okay, Matt.
Keys to the game.
Keys to the game. What's it going to take?
Well, I think for Red Oak, we talked about a little bit just first break. Free throws. For Red Oak, getting to the line more. Red Oak's got 36 free throw attempts on the year in 3 games. That's an average of 12 per game. Of those 36, 24 have come from Montgomery and Carson Roeder. So getting to the free throw line, that will be a key. And then making the shot. Red Oak needs to shoot a higher percentage from wherever, from the free throw line, from the three-point line, from inside the paint.
Shoot better.
They have to shoot better, preferably from the free throw line, getting to the fouls. And when you draw a foul, it's kind of like a double whammy because you draw a personal foul on your opponent, and you got a chance to go get points.
Yes.
That's a big thing to do that. And I think that becomes a more physical type play. You've got to play more physical on offense. You've got to look and not just settle for the 3, but try to get to the rack, try to get to the paint, and try to do that. We'll see if Red Oak does that. Now, they come out and they start tossing in 3 balls. You run with it, I suppose. If your 3 balls are going down, you're knocking them down. On that night, it's hot, then you let it go. But typically you can't sustain a hot 3-point shooting throughout the game. You're going to do a 12 game. So I think that's the key for Red Oak. And then tonight, I think defensive rebounding for the Tigers. We have seen them give up a lot of second, third chance opportunities to teams. I think they got to shut down that defensive rebound from a Tigers perspective and not give Shenandoah second, third chance opportunities. And I can say that third score from Red Oak will be key tonight. And for Shenandoah, Shenandoah's coming with a team. It's got a really good team. This Carter Sells is a tremendous player. He's that 0 for 6 from 3 line. I think that's going to change real quick. Joe O'Rourke is a physical paint presence. Brody Burdoff's got some height in there. He's a presence with his long arms and can block. Gabe Buttry, Logan Twyman. They've got a solid nucleus there. So, this Shenandoah team's 0-2, but they're a good team. I've got to think they're going to be vastly improved on that 5-17 record from last year.
Starters for tonight for the Mustangs, I believe, will be Carter Sells, sophomore, 5'11", Joey O'Rourke, 6'2", junior. Brody Burdorf listed at 6'8", senior for the Mustangs. Gabe Buttry is sophomore, 5'11", and Logan Twyman is the senior, 6 foot. We'll see if those projected starters line up. For the Red Oak Tigers, Carson Roeder, a junior. For the Red Oak Tigers, Mason Fisher. Mason is a senior. For the Red Oak Tigers, Ethan Fouts, a senior. A.J. Beeson, a sophomore. And Reese Montgomery, a junior for the Red Oak Tigers. Band's in the house, Matt.
Yeah,
the band's in the house.
They got a drum set and an electric guitar, and I'm not sure what is that instrument? It looks like a long pencil. What is that thing that girl's holding up there?
That is the bassoon.
A bassoon.
A bassoon.
All right.
That's a bassoon.
Wow. Interesting.
I'm getting confirmation on that. Matt said that the instrument that looks like a long pencil is the bassoon.
Derek
Melanie's looking at me. She's looking at me like, what in the world are you guys talking about?
No, I don't. I'm glad they're playing. They went a long time without playing in that first game.
Oh.
Well, we're turning the lights off tonight.
Lights are out. Hype video.
And they're hype video, and they're showing a thing on the scoreboard here. So Tigers doing something different. But, this rival game, Aaron, is always something. I think I remember Max DeVries in his career, what was it, 2 years ago, right? He did not lose in his career, his 4-year career, to Shenandoah. And of all the things that he's accomplished in his basketball, being all-state, he was on the state qualifying team. That's the first thing he points to. And I think the same thing for Shenandoah kids is they look at it and say, hey, what did you do against Red Oak? Whatever sport it is, wrestling or football, whatever it is, what did you do against your rival, and especially in your senior year? So I think that is why this game matters a lot for both these communities, just the tradition of it all in relation to it. I remember way back in the –
Do you remember your –
Well, we're our first game of the year. My senior, we got beat on our home floor by Shenandoah. First game in, right here, got beat. And we were so steamed by it. We went down and beat them by 20 later in the year in the Shenandoah home court. But it was just – it still sticks to my raw that we didn't beat them here in my senior year on our home floor. So, there's games that come and go, but it's your rival games that really
mean something.
When you're old and gray, you think back on, did you win, did you lose, how'd those games go?
These are the ones Derek and I were talking about a little bit. The rivalry games. There are a lot of games that, like you say, come and go, but these are the ones that I don't know, or just there's something extra special about a good rivalry game, in my opinion. So
yeah, and Shenandoah,
absolutely,
Shenandoah, has had obviously some really good basketball players down through the year, and then it's Red Oak. Red Oak's had a little bit more success in the boys basketball program the last 6, 7, 8 years here. Making the state tournament was a big thing. Had some all-conference players go through this program. And, I think Red Oak is in a unique position with their basketball program right now, transition to Jesse Taylor as their coach. They're still a relatively young team, Aaron. I mean, when you look at the Red Oak roster, Montgomery's a junior. I mean, yes, he's had a lot of, obviously, varsity experience, as is Carson Roeder, but Fisher's your senior. Who else is a senior? I think it's Mason, the only senior. I guess Ethan Fouts is a senior on the team as well. But it's really a very still young team. And, you got A.J. Beeson, a sophomore. It's getting a lot of playing time. And so there's a lot of room for growth here for this team. And, of course, you look at the Shenandoah team. Sells is just a sophomore. It seems like he's been there forever. So these two programs with these kids will be playing competitively against the same core for the next couple of years, and they're very familiar with each other already.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. So, Matt, on paper.
So, well, let's just tonight. I mean, one thing I don't know if you guys and Derek talked about it, but there are a heck of a lot of good basketball games going around Southwest Iowa tonight.
Hit me with
in
the
Hawkeye 10. You got Clarinda at Atlantic. Now, that's interesting. That's a girls' game because we saw Clarinda girls really play St. Albert's well. They're at a very state-ranked Atlantic team tonight. And then you've got Harlan at Kemper. That's a great matchup. Glenwood at Denison, Creston, St. Albert's. Those are boy-girl doubleheaders. And right here in Red Oak, you got the Tigers and the Mustangs.
Derek is still with us in the media
He's
suite.
over there.
Is he
in the media suite?
He's in the media suite.
Is he going to
He's
say
just
anything?
hanging out down
Is he
there.
just going to have his headphones?
He's just hanging out down there.
I'm just hanging.
He can jump in here with his, as he needs desire here to give us insight.
Here we go. Brody Burdorf at center circle for the Mustangs. Reese Montgomery for the Tigers. Tigers come away with it. Roeder, top of the key, works right to Fisher.
Mustangs go man-to-man.
Beeson, baseline, picks up his dribble. Here's Montgomery. Out of Fouts. Beeson out on the right side. All of this taking place on the right side at the moment.
There's a good cut.
Into the lane. Roeder puts it up. Not there. It goes out of play. And the Mustangs have it. Nice move to the bucket by Roeder.
Yeah, nice drive. That's what you want to see. Get something going towards the rim early in the game. Just didn't connect. But a good move there.
And bringing the ball across the center stripe will be Wolf. Riker Wolf with the ball. Comes to the right. Looks left.
Tigers a man-to-man as well.
Yeah, here's Burdorf out on the left side. Underneath it goes to Sells. Then in the corner to Twyman for three. No good. Rebound Roeder. Roeder across center stripe. Out to the right elbow. Bounce pass out to Fisher.
A little surprised they got O'Rourke on Roeder right now.
Here's Montgomery into the lane. Nothing there. Back to Beeson. Looks at the three. Out in the corner to Fouts. Picks up his dribble behind the arc. Fisher with the ball. Now top of the key. 6:55 to play in the first. Neither team scored. Here's the three-pointer from Montgomery.
Corner pocket three. First one
Montgomery.
down. Reese Montgomery puts the Tigers on the board.
Tigers lead 3-0. And here's Wolf taking to the bucket. Over to the left side to O'Rourke in the corner. Sells. Takes the three. No good. Rebound kicked back out now to Twyman. Underneath it goes to Burdorf. He spins, puts it up. No good. Out of play, Tigers ball.
Good defense in there by Reese Montgomery, giving up some height action to Burdorf, but killing up straight with the arms. Not fouling, but being a presence in there.
Burdorf.
Key for Reese not to get in foul trouble early guarding Burdorf.
Absolutely. Burdorf, like I said, listed at 6'8". He's a tall young man and has a wingspan. Beeson in the corner. Takes it underneath, kicks it to Roeder for three. Baseline left, in and out. Rebound, pulled down. Nice job there by Wolf to grab that board. O'Rourke now to Sells. Skips it across.
Roeder also guarding O'Rourke.
O'Rourke takes it inside, puts it up. Shot's short. Montgomery grabs it.
Might have been deflected by Fisher. Just surprised by that matchup, the size, the quickness going to go to Roeder, but the size and the strength of O'Rourke in that matchup. We'll see if O'Rourke tries to get him in a low pay.
O'Rourke is a stout young man.
Yeah. Not actually a tall kid, but yeah, absolutely a very, very strong young man and Now they got Fouts on him this time down, Ethan. That's a better matchup, I think, for the Tigers.
Here's O'Rourke inside to Burdorf. Kicks it in the corner, three-pointer from Wolf. Nope. Rebound, Sells underneath, puts it back up and scores 2.
And we talked about that defensive rebounding. Tigers needed to be good on the boards defensively tonight. Second chance opportunity there for the Mustangs.
Roeder with the ball, center circle, goes left to Fouts. Red Oak leads 3-2, 5:20 to play in the first. Beeson with the ball at the top of the key. To Fouts, now it's Roeder. Round to the right side to Fisher, looks inside, nothing there. Fouts on the right wing, tapped, picked up by Roeder. 5 minutes to play in the first. Left side to Beeson. Patience here from the Tigers. Shot from Beeson is good.
Nice shot by AJ. Tigers are hot from the 3 right now.
6-2. Red Oak with the lead. Wolf with the ball from the foul line. Here's Sells for 3. No good. Rebound. Fouts.
Good box out there by Ethan Fouts. One and done for Shenandoah on that trip down.
Fisher to Beeson. Fouts in the corner, drives the baseline underneath, puts it up, not there. Rebound tapped, and then Sells comes away with it. Sells across the center stripe out to O'Rourke. Takes it to the blocks. Little jumper from O'Rourke. No good. Rebound Montgomery.
Like that move by Ethan Fouts last time down. He didn't connect, but Ethan needs to make offensive moves to the hoop there like that. Keep his opponent honest guarding him.
There's Montgomery for 2, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wolf. Wrecker Wolf, sophomore, pushed it down to the other end. Underneath it goes to Burdorf, and the blocks on the right side. Back to Twyman. Wolf Sells for 3 off the left side. There you go.
Stats are right. That's his first 3. Like I said, you just know Carter brings it every time against Red Oak. He knocks down to 3.
6-5. Red Oak with the lead. 3:50 to play in the first. Here's Beeson in the corner. Steps on the sideline. Mustangs ball. Nice pressure from the Mustangs.
And I think the key there for AJ on that tremendous ball pressure is to step through it and go to the bucket. Make an offensive drive to the bucket.
Here's O'Rourke with the ball, right side. Pressure from Faust. Looks it. Takes it to Burdorf. Underneath it goes to Wolf. Back to Burdorf. Left elbow. No good. Good rebound Montgomery.
Good seal out by Ethan Faust, so allowed his teammate to get that rebound.
Pass is stolen. Sells pushing up the court. Nice move to the bucket. Carter Sells.
Live ball turnovers turn into points, Aaron.
You say it all the time. And Shenandoah with the lead first time tonight, 7-6 now with just over 3 minutes to play in the first. Carter Sells has all of them. Into the lane goes Montgomery. He draws the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
First,
that foul is on, is it Burdorf? No, or Sells.
First foul of the game on either team.
Is.
And that's 5 minutes into the game.
That's Carter Sells. Yeah, like you say, Matt, first foul. Montgomery will go to the line. Montgomery has 3. Shot for Montgomery. No good.
And one thing Red Oak needs to do, we've been addressing this all year, make the free throws.
Michael Blaine gets set to check into the ball game, it looks like. And he does. Blaine, a junior, 6'3 junior, coming out of the ball game will be Twyman. And Montgomery at the line. Here we go. All set, ready to go.
Reese with the neon orange shoes this year.
Shot is good for Montgomery. Can't miss him, can you?
You can do traffic duty as street corners, direct traffic with those neon shoes.
Sells round to the left side, then kicks it back to Wolf. Now to Sells, top of the key. There's Blaine into the lane. Wolf, right side. Then spins into the lane, knocked loose, picked up on the floor. Roeder.
Foul. Timeout, I think. Or no, foul.
And the foul was on Wolf.
Riker Wolf, yeah.
Yeah, it's his first.
Good hands. Carson leads, one of the leaders always last year in conference in steals there, and I think he was second in the Hawkeye 10 steals last year. He's just say that in the nicest way possible. He's just a pest out there, man. He just steals the ball and
he's just
quick
right
hands.
He's just right there all the time.
He creates at least averages 3 or 4 steals per game.
Here's Roeder in the corner, still with the ball. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Roeder to Montgomery. Working underneath, fakes it. Blocked from behind, strip from behind, picked up by Beeson. Beeson behind the arc. Pressure from Wolf. Now to Fisher. Pressure from Sells. Fisher takes the screen. Back to Beeson. Now to Montgomery. Top the key over to the right side to
3
Roeder.
seconds on the shot clock, Aaron.
Got to get it off. Roeder does. It's no good. Rebound. O'Rourke. O'Rourke across the center stripe. Down to Sells. Kicks it back to Wolf. Burdor from the high post. In and out. No good. Rebound Roeder. Minute 52 to play in that
Good
first.
transition defense by the Tigers. They'll lock down that possession there and get one shot only to Shenandoah.
Tied up at 7 apiece. Nice little give and go there by the Tigers. Montgomery.
Nice
for
little
2.
step through the traffic there. Reese Slizzler through. Gets 2 points on it.
Here's O'Rourke taking it inside, then out to Blaine for 3. It's good.
Yeah,
Michael Blaine.
Good ball movement there by Shenandoah. They'll rotate the ball over.
10-9. Shenandoah with the lead. 1:20 to play in the half, or in the quarter. Here's Fisher from the corner for 3. Nope. Rebound Burdorf. Burdorf to O'Rourke. Across the center stripe. Now to Wolf. Out to Sells behind the arc. Blaine picks it up in the corner, then into the left elbow. Top of the key, O'Rourke for 3. It is no good. Hits the at top of the.
Yeah, out of bounds if you rope. But one thing I think Red Oak needs to also be cautious on defense is over-helping. I'm a big proponent of not over-helping on defense, because when you over-help, think you've got to go down and help, then you leave someone else open. I'm a big proponent of guarding your man, be responsible for your own man defensively. Yes, there's times you need to help, but over-helping can create open opportunities. So,
Roeder with the ball. Across the center stripe into the lane. Nice move.
Good
Dumps
pass.
it underneath to Ryberg.
what's wrong?
Ryberg to Montgomery. 42 seconds and counting. Now Roeder in the corner. 39 seconds all the way to the baseline. Foul. Nope, steps on the baseline rather. Nice defense there by Wolf. 10-9. Shenandoah with the lead. 37 seconds. Shenandoah with the ball. 37 seconds in the first. Sells. Out to Wolf. Here is Graham. Blaine with the ball. Now to Buttry. Here's Sells. 12 seconds.
Good steal by Roeder.
Roeder with the steal. 7 seconds on the clock. Roeder with the ball. Here's Gurney. Beeson for 3. It's not there. Ryberg keeps it in play, but that's it for the first. Shenandoah with the lead 10-9 at the end of one, and we'll be back after this. Welcome back to Red Oak. First quarter goes to Shenandoah 10-9, but it was back and forth. Shenandoah led. Red Oak led. Shenandoah gets back in it, takes the lead. Back and forth. Here we go.
Red Oak, I think, is happy with that result. First quarter, 5 turnovers by Red Oak in that first half, yet they're only down 1. So Tigers need to tighten up that a little bit. Hang in here. We start this second quarter. Shenandoah will have the ball.
All right. Here we go. Sells with the ball. Takes the 3 from the top. No good. It's going to bounce out of play, and Mustangs keep it.
Mustangs really crashing the board. Remember, one of the key things is one and done for the Tigers' defensive rebounding.
Sells will put it into play from the baseline for Shenandoah. Right under O'Rourke, just wide open on the backside there.
Yeah, made a nice cut there, and his teammate found him an inbounds pass. Shenandoah up 3 now.
12-9. Shenandoah, Roeder with the ball, center circle. Goes right to Ryberg. Montgomery foul line. Works it down in the lane. Kicks it to Roeder for 3 off the left side. Nope. And
white ball, red oak ball.
Okay.
Really like to see the Tigers move Ryberg down in the low post and have him demand the ball down there. He's got the size and the length, Aaron, to really be a force on that low post.
Yeah. Roeder out on the right side, behind the arc, finds Beeson. Beeson to Gurney. Mason Gurney into the lane. Nothing there. Now Montgomery comes out, grabs the ball. Into the lane he goes, kicks it to Gurney for 3. No good. Rebound O'Rourke.
No foul on Ryberg there.
Yep.
So you get the sense here, Aaron, a 7-8 point gap could be a significant thing in this game. So Red Oak needs to lock it down here defensively, get a bucket here, and not allow the Mustangs to get too big of a gap here.
Sells with the ball across the center stripe. Goes out to Graham, then to Blaine. Down to the
good defense.
block, knocked loose by Roeder, and then O'Rourke comes away with it.
Almost the third steal there, Carson.
Here's Blaine with 3, no good. Rebound kept in play by Gurney, picked up by Montgomery. Roeder. Fisher for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Blaine. Michael Blaine, and then Sells will take it across the center stripe out on the left side. Underneath to O'Rourke, he puts it up, no good. Rebound to Montgomery.
I think the Tigers really need to work on something low post here, Aaron. They need to look for Montgomery down low, let him get a foul or get a shot down low here.
Fouts with the ball out on the right side, behind the arc, right wing. To Gurney in the corner. Here's Montgomery. Mason Fisher into the lane, back to Montgomery. And the fouls. Fisher for 3. It's good. Mason Fisher.
Of all the shots he's taken, that's the toughest 3-1. He kind of had floating to his left side, but knocks it down. Tigers tied up.
Mustangs with the ball. O'Rourke out at the top. Tied up at 12. Second quarter, 5:40 to play in the half. Out on the left side it goes to Graham. And then to Buttry. Buttry to Blaine. Graham in the corner. Finds Sells. Sells takes the 3. Not there. Bounces out of play. Tigers will have it.
Yeah, Mustangs, I don't think they were aware of the shot clock there, Aaron, and a rush shot there. Tigers do a good job defensively. They'll get the ball back. I think of the Red Oaks 12 points, I think 9 are from the 3 line, right, Aaron?
You got it, Matt. That's a pretty high, quick math.
Well, once it gets above 20, I can't count. So, long as
Montgomery for 3 from the top. It's no good. Rebound O'Rourke. He pushes it across the timeline over to left side. It goes to Wolf for 3. No good. Rebound Roeder. Roeder pushes it back right to left across the center stripe. Into the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Montgomery. Kicks it out to Beeson.
Drive, AJ. There you go. Good pump fake.
Into the lane. Fouts to the hoop. Nice move to the
Now
bucket
there's
by
some
Fouts.
good offense. Guys making moves in the paint. Ethan winds up with a layup. Nice job there by Red Oak offensively.
O'Rourke with the ball. Red Oak grabs the lead now, 14-12.
Conversely, Shenandoah needs to look for Burdorf down at low post as well.
Here's Wolf to O'Rourke. Into the lane, O'Rourke. Strong move to the bucket there. Foul. Is that on Fouts?
I believe so.
Yep, that's on Fouts.
But now he's get 2, so he'll get 2 shots, Aaron, and that's a foul on Red Oak. So 2 team fouls on Red Oak. We had very few calls in that first quarter. I think there was a total no more than 3 fouls in that whole first quarter. The team that can get into the bonus, Aaron, for a quarter early has a huge advantage offensively because they can get to the line almost any time on a foul call. Any foul call from there on is a 2-shot foul.
Here's O'Rourke, second. Misses them both. Red Oak pulled down now. The rebound, Montgomery with the board.
So conversely, missing free throws. Also, there you go. Didn't take advantage of it.
Beeson with the ball behind the arc, left side, into the corner to Fouts. Beeson, left wing, inside Montgomery. Fouts in the corner. Montgomery.
Coach is asking Ethan to take that shot.
Inside Beeson.
The pump fake.
In the
pull
lane. Tries to pass it underneath, but it's going to be tapped out of play. That was Graham creating the turnover.
Nice hands there by Grams. AJ had the pump fake, step through that, get that shot on. He had the right idea. He's kicked a couple drives in there, but finish him. Take him all the way into the rim.
Here comes Beeson. 4:04 to play in the half. 14-12 is our score. Red Oak with the lead at the moment. Beeson for three. It's good.
AJ with his second three.
17-12. Red Oak with the lead.
He also with the orange neon shoes.
Remember the Spike Lee?
Yeah.
The shoes, Mike. The shoes. Foul on the
Well,
play.
jump ball.
Jump
Rotor
ball.
again with those quick hands, Aaron. That wasn't a steal, but that was a forced turnover there by Carson with his incredibly quick hands in there.
Coming into the ball game is Twyman.
You know, I
Lane
would
takes
think
the seat.
I would think you want to be as indistinguished out in the court. You want, kind of blend in so you can get the ball. You wear orange shoes, you stand out. Everyone's going to see you. You kind of want to get lost and shuffle so you can get the ball. They can't see you. But no, these kids wear these neon orange shoes.
Got to be the shoes, Matt.
Montgomery from another
Three,
three.
no good. Rebound pulled down by Wolf. Tried quickly across the timeline.
Red Oak's making just enough threes, Aaron, that they're winning this game. And if they can continue that through the game, they'll be all right. But, that three ball comes and goes.
Graham underneath. It goes to O'Rourke for two. Nice job by O'Rourke.
O'Rourke with 4 points on the night for the Mustangs.
17-14. Red Oak with the lead. 3 minutes to play in the half. Fisher with the ball. Top goes right to Roeder. He comes to the top. Now to Beeson. Beeson takes the three off the left side. And it's not there. Bounced around for what seemed like ever. Gurney gets it. Puts it up. No good. Rebound O'Rourke. O'Rourke takes it back across the center stripe. Out on the left side to Twyman. Here's O'Rourke. Burdorf, top of the key, over the left side to Twyman.
Timeout.
Timeout on the court. We'll take it with him. 2:36 to play in the half. 17-14 is our score, and we will be right back after this. Teams have led in this ball game in the first half.
Yeah, like I said, Red Oak has made just enough threes periodically to be in the lead here. If they can sustain that the whole game, that'd be a wonderful thing. But it's getting that free throw line. I know I've been harping on that, but you're just going to have more inconsistency with three balls. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't, than trying to get to that line and get a closer shot.
Sells comes around to the right side with the ball. Right elbow jumper, no good. Rebound, kicked out to Twyman. He drives the baseline. Underneath it goes. Tries to get it to Burdorf, but Roeder just quick steps in and takes it.
Hey, we saw a nice play by Carson Roeder, man. Hey, we saw single school record rebounds.
Yep.
We may see a single school steal record tonight. I don't know what it is, but Carson Roeder's got 5, I think, already. Got travel there.
Yeah.
So unforced turnover by Shenandoah. Shenandoah was sloppy with their offense there. That was pressured by Roeder again. Tigers up 5. 2 minutes ago here. Those couple minutes before the half, Aaron, those couple minutes coming out of the half are always big momentum times.
And here we are, 2 minutes to play in the half, like Matt said. 19-14, Red Oak with the lead. Roeder with the ball. Down to the blocks. Got a little running jumper. And Roeder's whistled for the foul.
It's Carson's first, third team.
That should be his second.
Is it second?
I think it's his second. Maybe it's not his second.
I got one on the board. I trust your stats.
My stats are unofficial. I'm just going to say. Sells with the ball. Minute 46 to play in the half. Sells top of the key. Left to Twyman. Down underneath to O'Rourke. Out to Burdorf. Twyman with the ball, top of the key, right side Sells.
Siebernecker in for the Tigers now.
Here's Wolf from the foul line, kicks it to Twyman, drives inside, underneath the Burdorf.
It's the bad pass there. Tigers get the turnover.
Minute 20 to play. Here's Montgomery,
Good
pump
hit
fake,
fake.
pulls him, gets it blocked, kicks it out to Beeson, then to Siebernecker, but it goes out of play.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a foul call there, but on Reese, no call. Be Mustang basketball here.
Inbound pass will come to Blaine. Michael Blaine.
Shenandoah, how many fouls do they have this half? I think 2.
Not many. Yeah, Shenandoah has 2 fouls.
But part of that is, again, Red Oak's offensive philosophy. They're not driving to the bucket.
Burdorf out on the left side. Underneath to Blaine. Now to Burdorf at the foul line. Into the lane he goes. Spins, puts it up. No good.
Good step to, but couldn't convert.
Siebernecker with the board, then stolen by Blaine. Now Sells, drives underneath, puts it off the glass, and scores 2.
Yeah, shame
Carter
there.
Sells.
That's a big possession change there.
40 seconds and counting in the half. Red Oak leads by 3. 19-16. Roeder at the top of the key. Out on the left side. To the hoop, off the glass, and scores 2. Carson Roeder picks up a couple.
He's having a heck of a game, isn't he?
That he is. 7 points here in the half.
20 seconds to go here. I think Shenandoah will hold it for 1.
Tapped.
Maybe.
Nice job by Siebernecker there to tap it out of play. And
we're going to have Fisher's coming in for Siebernecker. You know, we have seen time and time again where we think a team's going to hold the. I'm not sure what the conversation.
I think it's about the play there.
Whose ball it is?
Yeah. It should be Shenandoah's ball.
But we have seen time and time again teams we think should hold the ball for the last shot.
No, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen anymore.
Never happens. Never happens.
You get it? You got a shot, take it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're at on the clock. You just take it.
I would think Shenandoah would do it here.
13 seconds. We'll see. Sells with the ball. 10 seconds. Play now. See, Matt?
Yeah.
There you go. Steal by Roeder.
Roeder with the steal.
4 seconds. Roeder with the ball. Puts it up. Blocked by O'Rourke with 2 seconds on the clock.
Let's see if Coach Taylor calls a timeout. He's going to set something up here, Aaron. Roeder, what do you got? Are you keeping steal stats?
No.
Derek, you're in charge of steal stats.
Got it.
You let me know. I'm going to give Roeder 6 steals so far. I think he's got 6. No, I do. I think he's got. No, he does. I think he has 6 steals on the night. It's incredible. I'm not sure what the steal record is, but I think I've counted him as 6. If you count that tie-up that he had, that forced a turnover, I count that. That would be 6.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue with you on that, Matt. 6.
I got him for 6.
6.
But, you know, Carson is kind of the glue because he can penetrate and set up his teammates. We saw that game against Clarinda a week ago here. Remember when he got injured? He went out, Aaron, and it was a noticeable difference to the team.
He's a spark. He's a spark on the team.
Yeah, he's a transition guy and all those things. So, all said, you know, Red Oaks here with a chance to be up 5, if not 7 or 8 here going in at halftime. And like I said, Red Oak hasn't played a great game, but they've hit just enough threes. They've held their own on the glass, and they have a chance here to go in halftime. And no one really in foul trouble. They have a chance here to go up 6 or 7 or 8 here with a bucket before half.
Listen to KCSI FM, Villisca, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Here we go. 2 seconds on the clock. Tigers will inbound it from their baseline. Roeder will put it into play. And
I think you're going to either see AJ in a corner or you're going to see Montgomery going to the hoop. High pass in Montgomery.
Here's AJ. He gets it off. And that's it for the half. Tigers lead at half, 21-16. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more right after this. Matt, so you have some stats here to look at. Go ahead, tell me about those stats.
We got Red Oak stats.
How many steals?
He does
Carson
have
Roder
six steals. I mean, I was kind of keeping. I always kind of do that, Carson, because he's leader in the Hawkeye State Conference steals, and he's got 6 on the night. He's got 4 points in the first half. Fisher with 3, Ethan Fouts 2 points, AJ Beeson 6 points, Montgomery Reese was 6. Red Oak's 8 of 27 from the field for 30%. 4 of 15 from 3-point. Just like I say, just enough. So almost more than half their shots are still coming from the 3-point line, but they're making just enough. But only 2 free throws. So 1 of 2 from the line for Red Oak. And then rebound wise, they've got a total of 14. I do not have Shenandoah stats, but my guess is Shenandoah has got how many free throws has Shenandoah shot in that first half?
2. 4. They're 0 of 2 from the foul line.
So really, not a lot of fouling each game in this game. So no one's in foul trouble. Not a lot of free throw shooting. It's kind of right now dependent on second chance offensive rebounds and 3 balls. And Red Oak is right where they like to be, but a second half. We'll see if Red Oak comes out and does a little press, or if Shenandoah comes out and do a press. I think one of the teams is going to come out and try to change the vibe a little bit here.
Yeah.
With Roder and his ability to defensively hound a player, I think that might be something Red Oak might look to do, as well as Shenandoah, to try to change the tempo of the game a little bit.
Very good. We'll take a break. We'll come back and look at Shenandoah stats after this. Red Oak with the lead at half. Varsity boys play 21-16. Red Oak, let me give you some stats for the Mustangs. In the first half, Carter Sells 11 points on the night for Carter. Joey O'Rourke has 4 and 0-2 from the foul line. Michael Blaine has 3 here in the first half. Red Oak leads at half 21-16. Let me tell you what has happened here earlier this evening in junior varsity boys play. It was Shenandoah over Red Oak 69-35. Varsity girls play, Shenandoah gets the victory over Red Oak 60-40. And in varsity boys play at halftime, Red Oak with the lead 21-16. There have been a number of lead changes here in the first half.
Yeah, it was 10-9 Shenandoah at the end of the first quarter, then Red Oak outscores them 12-6 in the second quarter. Like I said, I think you're going to see some changes here start second half. I think it wouldn't surprise me if Shenandoah comes out in a press or some sort of half-court trap or something at that point. They played mostly man in that first half. Shenandoah did defensively. My guess is they'll stick with that. Red Oak, for a standpoint of Red Oak, I think Red Oak's going to need to keep hitting those threes timely if they're going to keep playing this way. And they did that so far in the first 16 minutes here. We'll see how the next 16 minutes go. Hey, we've got Vern Olson here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what other celebrities. It's always a celebrity sighting night.
Speaking of celebrities, Nolan Perrin's here.
Nolan Perrin, former Red Oak Tiger, is here.
College football player.
I see Ryan Beeson. I always get him confused with the Suns. I usually call AJ Ryan or whatever. But I see Ryan Beeson here in the crowd. Who else we see here? I'm trying to look. We got some O'Neill girls sitting down here. Well, just a who. Brett Eubank. And he's got his own shirt. Look at that, sitting at the scoreboard. Aaron, he's got his shirt with his name on it.
He's number 1. He's number 1, Matt. Eubank is number 1.
Coach Montgomery there with a referee shirt on the table.
Yes.
That's got to be difficult for Angie. She coaching, and then now not to be coaching, but watching her son play. That's got to be like.
Yes, it's difficult to watch your kiddo do that for sure.
Especially when you're a coach and you're used to coaching. And
I'd say it's equally as difficult when you're commentating on the radio and you got a kid out there playing.
Well, you did a good job I listened to you sporadically throughout the year. And
you can hear Derek say, that means something is happening.
Your daughter, Ellie, knocks a shot down in that, I think, was it a 3-ball? Did she get a 3-point shot in that game today?
She made some free throws. Yes. I think she took a 3, but yeah.
But, she's got that O'Neill scrappiness. O'Neill girls have feisty scrappiness. From what I've seen. And they're very, what I call old school players. Your daughter, Jocelyn, I saw her why this year, and I said, what's going on? She said, we got to beat Shenandoah. And she's very old school, traditional.
Competitive. It's a competitiveness for sure. Yes.
But here we are at halftime, 21-16, Red Oak on top. And who gets the ball start second half? I'm not sure, Aaron.
I'm not even sure.
You're not in that?
But I can tell you in just a minute. Give me a few seconds and we'll know.
We shall see here.
So if you're Shenandoah, what do you do?
Well, I think from Shenandoah's standpoint, you got Carter Sells. You keep thinking he's too good of a talent, not to get on a hot streak.
He can get hot, man.
And I'd like to see Burdorf get the ball a little bit more down low. He's had some good moves. You just can't put the ball in the bucket there. But if you get Burdorf down low, you create some foul problems potentially down there for Red Oak. So, Shenandoah needs to shoot the ball a little bit better this half. Get in the game, but I think it's going to come down to turnovers and who can take care of the ball and get quality shots. And assuming that you get quality shots, you can make a decent percentage of them. So no one really has any foul trouble right now. So both teams can kind of play free and clear here to the second half. I think, do you have any with 2 fouls on them?
I have Carter Sells with 2 fouls. Is that right?
The board has him for 1.
Well, my stats are unofficial.
We'll go with the 1 on the board, the 2 on the radio broadcast, or this live stream broadcast. Shenandoah will get the ball here.
Yes, to answer your question from earlier, Shenandoah will have the ball as we come back to it, midcourt far side inbound pass from Wolf to Sells, back to Wolf. Wolf right to left to the top of the key, right side to Sells.
Red Oak in the zone.
Left side to Twyman, back to Wolf.
Something Red Oak didn't show in the first half. Coming out in the zone.
Twyman with the ball. Top of the key, works his way around. Tap, stolen by Carter.
Number 7.
There you go. Carson Roeder.
Good pump fake.
Puts it up, scores 2.
Nice pump fake by AJ.
23-16, Red Oak with the lead. Sells works his way around to the right side. So O'Rourke, Twyman, Sells, O'Rourke, over the left side, Wolf for 3. It's good.
Really good ball movement there against that zone by Shenandoah. Rotated the ball to the backside. Wolf had an open shot, knocks it down.
23-19, Red Oak with the lead. Just over 7 minutes to play in the third. Fouts with the ball, right side. Here's Beeson. Roeder looks at the 3 from the top. Finds Fisher. Montgomery hands it off to Beeson out on the left side. Montgomery takes it into the lane, spins, little jump hook. Montgomery's good.
What a beautiful shot, Aaron. Drive, hard stop, pivot over the shoulder, a little baby hook.
25-19 in the corner. It goes. Here's Wolf for 3. That's 2 in a row.
And there's your guys
Wolf.
getting hot.
Lighten it up from the corner.
Red Oak may have to get out of that zone real quick, Aaron. And I think that's what Coach Taylor's going to say right now. We need to get out of that zone quickly.
6:26 to play in the third. Red Oak with the lead, 25-22. And we'll be back after this. Welcome back. Red Oak with the lead, 25-22. What's the coach? What's the change?
Well, I think Red Oak's going to get out of that zone right away here because Shenandoah has really attacked it well with the ball rotation and knocking down shots. So we'll see what Red Oak does next defensive possession here. Shenandoah now is in man-to-man defense.
Beeson to Roeder into the backcourt. Now Fouts with the ball. Montgomery top the key, takes it down the right side of the lane. Fouts. Roeder top the key.
Good
Knocked
defense
loose.
there.
Yeah, there's Wolf with the steal. Gets it to Sells. And then stolen. Sells kind of loses the handle. Fisher comes away with it. Finds Montgomery out to Roeder. Roeder drives down underneath around a foul on the play. Is that on Berdorf or?
I think it's going to get on Wolf.
That's on Wolf. Yeah, that's
Carson split the defenders there with his dribble, kept the dribble low, and he got the contact, and that's a foul. Boy, that's not many on Shenandoah. That's only maybe the third team foul all night. First one here in the second half.
Inbound pass will come from Roeder, baseline. Baseline left. Now to Montgomery. He spins. There's that little jump hook. Call him over the travel.
I don't know about that, but nonetheless, a travel there, so it'll be Shenandoah basketball. So Rook's staying in the zone.
Wolf with the ball, top of the key, goes left to Twyman. In the corner to Sells. Wolf with the ball, now Twyman. Sells for 3, not there. Rebound O'Rourke, back up and in for 2. Joey O'Rourke.
I think a zone does, it kind of gets you to not be where you need to be defensively and rebounding, so second chance opportunity there by Shenandoah.
Fisher with the ball. It's it to Montgomery. He takes it underneath the opposite to A.J. Beeson.
Nice pass from Reese to a cutting Beeson, and
puts it off the glass.
Beeson with 10 points, leading the Tigers to scoring right now.
27-24. Red Oak with the lead. 5 minutes to play in the third. Wolf with the ball at the center circle. Goes right to Sells. Into the lane, spins. Nice move to the bucket by Sells, but
I think Montgomery got the block on that, Aaron.
On the floor. Jump ball.
I believe so. And possession.
Tigers ball?
Yeah, possession will be Tigers, yep.
4:52 to play in the third. 27-24, Red Oak with the lead. Here comes the Tigers. Beeson will put it into play to Roeder.
You know, we talked pregame about that third score, and E.J. Beeson has done that so far tonight, Aaron. He stepped up in that role, giving the Tigers some points here.
There's Beeson in the corner. Pressure from O'Rourke, drives the baseline. Out of Fouts, comes back inside, dumps it to Montgomery for 2.
Wow, what a great combination of passing. Beeson to Fouts to Montgomery there.
Red Oak leads 29-24. 4:27 to play in the third.
Montgomery now 10 points as well.
Wolf with the ball. Right wing. Top of the key. Out to Sells. Looking inside. Finds Burdorf. So Rourke. Right side Sells for three. Carter Sells.
Carter Sells knocking it down. Good skip pass there from his teammate O'Rourke.
He's a sophomore. Man.
Yeah.
Good ball player.
Wolf's a sophomore as well.
Fouts underneath the Beeson, but bounces wild. Picked up by Twyman. Pushes up the court to Wolf. Fakes it. Takes it. Scores it.
Nice jump stop there by Wolf. Little spinorama. Mustangs tie it up.
29 apiece with 3:40 to play in the third. Montgomery with the ball, left side of the lane, knocked loose, flips it out to Fisher in the corner. Now to Roeder, 3:29 to play in the third. Fouts to Fisher at the baseline. Tapped and Burdorf to Sells. Mustangs can take the lead here. Tied up at 29. O'Rourke takes it inside, and one opportunity.
There's just the strength and the size of O'Rourke there going against Fisher, and gets to the bucket and gets two, and O'Rourke will now try to get an and one.
Yeah, Fisher with his first. O'Rourke goes to the line.
Ryberg and Gurney in. Now for the Tigers, Fouts Fisher out. Mustangs with a run here, Aaron. I think they were down, was it 29-24?
Yeah. Shot from O'Rourke is not good. Bounces out of play.
They don't know. One's pointing one way. Tigers, I think, are fortunate there, Aaron, with that call.
I think they may have, yeah. Shenandoah with the lead, 31-29. 3:12 to play in the third. Roeder with the ball. Beeson gets up in the air, and no one there to dump it off to.
Mustangs really creating a lot of turnovers here in this little 2-3 minute special. Really ratcheted up their defensive pressure here, Aaron.
Blaine into the ball game now, and Burdorf takes a seat. Sells with the ball, 3 minutes and counting in the third. Sells to Wolf at the top of the key. Shenandoah with the lead. Out to Sells.
Tigers in the man.
Nice move to the bucket. Sells picks up a couple more.
Yeah, Carter Sells. Shenandoah getting in the paint, getting buckets here, not living on the three ball.
Gurney to Roeder.
Tigers got to get physical on offense, Aaron. They've got to fight through this. They got to get to the bucket, go to the bucket. Because what Shenandoah is extending that ball pressure. They're trying to take that three line. They're forcing Red Oak to drive. Red Oak's got to take the drive and get to the rim, create fouls.
Fouls on
free throw line.
Fouls on Wolf. That's his third. Coming into the ball game now will be Graham, and Wolf takes a seat with 3 personal fouls. Big third quarter there for Wolf.
Yeah, he really got him going in the start of the second half.
Yeah, 8 points in the third quarter. Roeder with the ball. Out to Ryberg. Montgomery at the foul line. Flips it to Beeson. Here's Gurney. End lane. Gurney.
There's a good drive.
Up and
See, I think he got fouled there. He's got hurt. He's injured on that, but that was a good hard drive by Gurney. He's getting up kind of slow from
slow
that.
to get up, yeah. He's going to come out of the ball game. I don't know if it was knee to the shin or knee. He's out of the ball game.
He's out of the ball game. Knee, shin, lower leg injury.
Somewhere down there, but he walked off under his own power.
Yeah. So Shenandoah, the chance here to stretch this lead out.
Yeah. Down underneath. Shot goes up. Partially blocked, I think, and Montgomery comes away with it. Montgomery to Fisher. Beeson. Foul line. Beeson with the ball. Fisher dumps it down to Montgomery at the baseline, backing his way in, and foul by Blaine. Michael Blaine, I do believe.
Third team foul on Shenandoah. Foul free throws just have not been a factor in this game either way, Aaron. Neither team is really playing in an overly, physical way here that creates situations of fouling. Tigers need a bucket here, though.
Yeah, inbound pass comes to Montgomery. Now to Roeder. Beeson in the corner for 3.
Whoa.
It's
quick
good.
Release.
It was quick release, wasn't it? That Beeson for 13. Sells, looks at it from the top end of the lane. He goes, kicks it into the corner. Rourke for three. It's not there. Rebound, Ryberg.
Nice job there by Ryberg.
Minute 26 to play in the thirds. Roeder with the ball. Ryberg to Fisher, over left side to Roeder. For three, it's no good. Rebound, Sells. Carter Sells is just kind of everywhere, isn't he?
Yeah, 14 points tonight. Good pass there to his teammate, Twyman.
Yeah, Twyman with the ball. Underneath the Blaine, but knocked loose and picked up by Montgomery. Minute to play in the third. Montgomery down in the lane. Off the glass for two. Reese Montgomery.
12 points for Reese. Just kind of slithered through the defense there and very smooth and gets the bucket and have a chance for an and one here. Puts the Tigers back in the lead.
34-33. Montgomery out the line.
We've seen Reese all the way. Reese's game has evolved so much where he is a good handler of the basketball now. He can dribble. He can go left or right. He can create shots from the wing on a dribble drive. Where the first, as a freshman, he's pretty much with that little hook. But now he can see him out in the wing, spotting up, facing up, and taking his man off the drive.
Gets the and one for Reese. Yeah, he's growing as a player.
Yeah.
Skill sets, developing. So Red Oak leads now by two, 35-33. 50 seconds and counting. Carter Sells with the fake. Here's Blaine over left side to O'Rourke. Underneath, stolen by Montgomery. Pushing up the court. It's going to bounce wild. Kept in play. Carter Sells steps on the sideline. 36 seconds.
I think a foul.
Did they foul?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Foul on Ryberg.
How many is that? Ryberg?
I'm going to have a timeout, too. I think Shenandoah has a timeout.
36 seconds on the clock. Timeout on the court. Red Oak with the lead, 35-33. We'll be back. We're down to the end of the third here. Red Oak with the lead, 35-33. But this game it's anyone's game, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been kind of, like you said, seesaw back and forth. Red Oak was up, had a 7-point lead. Then Wolf got hot, and Shenandoah kind of picked up their defensive intensity. They took a 4-point lead, and now Red Oak's got a 2-point lead here with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And it will be Mustangs ball. Wolf will put it into play. Wolf to Sells. Back to Wolf.
Shenandoah can almost take this clock down if they want to, almost to the very end.
Yeah.
Let's see if they do that.
Wolf. Looks like they're going to work it here, Matt.
Yeah, Tigers.
20 seconds and counting.
And man defense here.
Just a little discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock. Wolf with the ball at the top of the key. 10 seconds. Here's Sells. 6 seconds. Blaine for three. It's no good. Rebound, Roeder. That's the end of the third.
That's a big no call there in the last seconds, Aaron, because Shenandoah is sitting on 4 fouls. If that had been a foul call, that would have been 2 shots.
Yeah.
But there was no call there.
All right, that's it for 3. 35-33. Red Oak with the lead. We'll be back after this. to Red Oak.
Discussing
instruments.
Matt Davis remembering when he was in the band in
Did
high
you
school.
play?
My musical ability stopped when you had the red reader. You know, they give you the
recorder.
The recorder. That was where it stopped for me.
That was
The recorder. Yeah,
okay.
That's where my musical ability stopped.
Sells with the ball out on the right side. Now to Blaine. So it comes down to who takes care of the ball.
And makes some shots, whether from three or from the line or from inside the arc. There's a shot by Sells.
Sells, two-pointer, no good. Rebound underneath Blaine.
Good kick
Kicks out the Wolf for three. It's no good. Rebound. Chased down by Roeder. Roeder pushes it to Fisher for two. Mason Fisher.
Nice job by Roeder to find his teammate up ahead, Fisher, and Tigers make it a 4-point lead.
Yeah, 37-33. Red Oak with the lead. Sells to Wolf. Into the lane. Out to O'Rourke. High post. Round to the right side. It goes to Sells.
Montgomery on Sells now.
Burdorf puts it up and scores two.
And Burdorf has such a height advantage down there. You'd think Shenandoah would go to him more there, and he didn't. All he pretty much has to do is turn around, and he did that there, and he got the bucket.
Roeder takes it to the hoop and puts it up. No good. Rebound tapped Blaine to Sells. Sells right to left across the center stripe. Can tie it, and does. We're tied up at 37 now.
Nice hard take there by Carter Sells. Mustangs with 4 points.
6.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Tied up at 37 apiece.
Tigers need to crash the offensive glass. Easton Fouts gets in there, crash the glass with Reese.
Right side.
Crash
Fisher,
the glass.
Three. No good. Rebound underneath. That's Wolf.
Shenandoah, good defense rebound there. Wolf, I'm impressed by him
he
there.
Pushes it up the court. Now to Burdorf, top of the key, over to the left side to O'Rourke. Here's Wolf. He can shoot the three. Takes it inside. Kicks it back to Blaine. Now to Sells for three. No good.
Again, Tigers need to get the rebound.
There's Wolf. Here's Sells again. Into the lane he goes. This time right in front of the bucket. Puts up the jumper. No good. Sells gets the board. Here's Burdorf.
Second, third chance opportunities there. No call.
Lots of opportunities.
But Tigers have got to corral that. We talked the key of the game. Defensive rebounding for the Tigers. It takes an all-team effort. You've got to get someone in there other than Reese down there to battle that defensive rebound.
Shenandoah with the lead now 39-37 with 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Beeson. Now to Roeder. Out near the top of the key. Finds Fisher. Now over the left side to Beeson. Behind the arc. Underneath to Montgomery. Works his way and tapped and goes out of play. Tigers will keep it.
5 seconds on that shot clock, Aaron.
What's the discussion here, Matt?
I think they're talking about I'm not sure what they're talking about. Yeah, it's discussing whether it was deflection or not, I guess. I don't know.
Here we go. Inbound pass will come from Beeson.
Tigers got 5 seconds on the shot clock.
5 seconds. Pass into the backcourt. Roeder. 3 seconds. Rydberg gets it off. Not there. Rebound Wolf. Wolf pushes up the court. Kick to the wall.
Yeah, Shenandoah is just a more aggressive team here to start this last quarter, Aaron. They're really working hard to get to the bucket. They're taking things more assertively to the bucket. Tigers need to battle on the defensive glass and limit these second, third chance opportunities.
Sells gets it into play to Blaine, and he puts it off the glass and scores two.
Boy, Shenandoah, I think they have scored, the first 8 points this quarter?
Yep.
4 down to 4 up.
Roeder down to Montgomery. Little reverse layup. He gets whistled for the travel. Bucket doesn't count. 41-37. Shenandoah with the lead with 4:50 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, I didn't see it well enough, but foul travel on Reese. So Shenandoah with a chance here to kind of take control of this game with a bucket here. It's all changed in the last first 3 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, O'Rourke with the ball over the right side. Now to Blaine. Burdorf. Wolf.
Good hard cut.
Yeah, Wolf kicks it back to O'Rourke at the top of the key. Showing some patience here. 10 seconds. On there's Blaine. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Montgomery. Montgomery takes it back to the other end of the court. Into the lane he goes. Kicks it out to Fouts. Fouts drives into the lane. Tap from behind. Out of play. Tigers keep it.
No fouls this quarter. So how many total fouls have we had in this game, Aaron? I bet you less than 10 for sure. Because I think there's only 4 fouls in the first half.
I have it right at 10 fouls.
So 10 fouls with 4 minutes to go. Total of 10 fouls in this game with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, Montgomery into the lane. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound sells.
But, if that's the case, then as a player, you can get away with a lot. You got to get aggressive.
Wolf into the lane, kicks it out to Sells. Now O'Rourke, he's open for 3. It's good.
That's a big shot there. That stretches the lead out to 7. And Shenandoah really has come out in this fourth quarter and taken control of this game.
Yes, they have.
Gonna have a timeout here.
Yeah, Coach Taylor wants a timeout. 3.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Timeout on the court. Shenandoah with the lead, 44-37, and we'll be back after this. Welcome back.
I think, this Shenandoah has just completely flipped this game this quarter. They've just been more aggressive, Aaron, offensively and defensively. They're dribble driving to the bucket. They don't have it. They're kicking out, and then they're really ferociously picked up their defense. And Tigers have got to step up to be more assertive here offensively and defensively.
And the ball into play. Siebenecker with the ball for the Tigers. Now to Beeson, top of the key. Beeson with the pressure from O'Rourke. Out to Siebenecker. Out to Roeder. 14 seconds. Roeder from the right elbow. No good. Rebound Blaine. Blaine to Sells. Sells will take it back across the center stripe. Far side of the court. Down underneath the Burdorf to Sells. Top of the key. O'Rourke for 3. It's no good. Rebound Blaine. Now to Sells. 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Sells with the ball. Works it right. Burdorf, O'Rourke with the ball behind the arc, well behind the arc. To Wolf, he takes it into the lane. Foul on the play, and I think that's on Beeson.
Hard drive.
That's on Beeson.
First foul of the quarter. That's on Reddit.
Yeah, that's Beeson's first foul of the game. It's going to send Wolf to the line. First opportunity from the line for Wolf. He does have 8 points in the game.
Every
shot's good.
Refereeing crew has kind of their own style and what they do. And I have not seen this crew. Typically your crews that come out of the Omaha Metro leagues are used to a bit more physical play. You know what I'm saying? We have seen that time and time. I don't know where this crew is from, but if you're doing Council Bluffs Omaha games, you see a more physical brand of basketball.
Which personally, just from a personal standpoint, I like.
Yeah, who likes a foul-laden game? Absolutely. But you got to adjust to it as a player.
You got to make the adjustment. A little misconception there.
Just one way and pass went the other way. So Shenandoah in control of this game up 9, 2:33 to go. The Shenandoah does not need to be in a rush here.
Timeout on the court?
I believe so.
Timeout on the court. 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Shenandoah with the lead, 46-37. We're going to keep it. Let me tell you, in junior varsity boys play, Shenandoah with the victory, 69-35. Varsity girls play, Shenandoah with the victory over Red Oak, 60-40. And we're in the fourth quarter. And about 2.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, and Shenandoah with the lead, 46 to 37.
What was the score in the third? Do you even remember? It was, I think Red Oak was up 4. I think Red Oak was up 4, right, going to fourth quarter? 3?
I didn't write that down, Matt.
I should have wrote that down because this has been a big
this
fourth quarter effort
yeah.
by Shenandoah here. I'm not sure what but they're
Shenandoah just grabbed control of the game in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
or they have so far anyway. 2.5 minutes, 2:33. And as we get back to it here, Shenandoah will have the ball. And inbound pass to Sells. Back to O'Rourke. It's Wolf.
that's foul.
Down to the other end is Blaine. O'Rourke with the ball behind the arc.
Shenandoah's content to run the clock here, Aaron. They're in no rush right now.
Burdorf with the ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sells in the corner. Comes around the arc. Burdorf stolen.
And sometimes when you just try to hold the ball, you get out of your mojo a little bit there, and Tigers get a turnover. Tigers got to score quickly here, and they're going to have to put on a press.
Less than 2 minutes. Beeson drives the baseline. Roeder with the ball left side. Now to Montgomery. Into the lane. Backs his way in there. Kicks it to Beeson. Top of the key in the corner. Fisher for 3. No good. Rebound O'Rourke. 1:39 to play in the ball game. Shenandoah leads 46-37 in the corner. Wolf for 3. Good.
Riker Wolf. He has had a great game. 13 points for him, and that pretty much is a dagger right there, Aaron.
Foul on O'Rourke. No. Foul on Riker Wolf. That's 4. That's 4 on Wolf.
Boy, there's been very few foul calls, but he seemed to have collected them all.
Out the feet. Beeson for 3. Quick 3. No good. Rebound Wolf to Sells. Minute 24. Sells back to O'Rourke, and they're just going to run it down. They pulled that out. Slow her down. Run some time off the clock. Which, Matt, we've talked about. There's a foul, and Tigers are going to have to start trying to stop that clock now. And the foul's on Beeson. And second on Beeson.
Timeout, Shenandoah. So are you keeping here?
Let's take it.
Okay.
Shenandoah with the lead, 49-37. Minute 11 to play in the ball game. Back after this.
Just a big explosion here by Shenandoah to start the fourth quarter. Tigers were up coming in the fourth quarter, and Shenandoah has just taken it to the Tigers here, and they're going to walk out of here with a win unless some miracle of some biblical proportion happens here in the last minute here. But, Shenandoah's really ratcheted up the defense. They just took care of the glass and knocked down some shots. And a lot of the shots that Shenandoah had at the 3 were kickouts, hard drives in and kickouts.
Which I think, honestly, shooters like.
Yeah. The kick out is an easier.
You talk to those shooters, and that's
because you're getting the ball right in the sight with the basket you're aiming for.
Yeah. Inbound pass to Sells. There's the foul right away.
So Red Oak's going to do the foul thing here.
Yeah.
We've talked about this too before, for Aaron. So they're going to have to foul 3 more times or 2 more times to get to a free throw situation.
There's minute 9 on the clock.
So I guess if I say it when Red Oak's ahead, I need to say it when Red Oak, but I'm not an advocate of.
And we've talked about this. You're not really an advocate of this.
I think a team should have an option when you're up more than 10
to
keep the ball rather than shoot free throws, because that will stop all this stuff.
They should just listen to you for a little bit, man, on those.
Well,
rules
the team shouldn't be penalized for getting the lead. I mean, the team can foul their way back in. I mean, Red Oak's doing what they need to do. Don't get me wrong. This is exactly what Red Oak should do. I mean, they should foul and extend the game out and get them to the free throw line. I mean, this is exactly what the Tigers should do. So I'm not on the Tigers here. I'm just saying in general the game of basketball needs to look at this and say, hey, what are we doing here in the last – we take the last minute and 30 of the game and make it last for 20 minutes.
Riker Wolf at the line. Shot is good from Wolf. And you've been on that position for a while, Matt.
Yeah, I mean
it's something you've had for a while.
Yeah, I just it's just you shouldn't have an opportunity to foul your way back into some win. If a team should be rewarded for having the lead going in a big lead in the last couple minutes of the game.
Second shot was no good from Wolf. Tigers come away with it. Here's a shot from Beeson. No good. Rebound Burdorf to O'Rourke. Now to Blaine. Tigers going to foul. 56 seconds. We're going to walk down to the other end, and Blaine will try his hand at it. Fouls on Fouts. Michael Blaine at the line. Now, he has 5 points in the game, but his first opportunity from the line here for Blaine. There's a shot. Good from Blaine. (51-37).
So Shenandoah will get their first win on the year.
Shot's no good. Rebound Montgomery. Montgomery to Roeder. Tigers quickly. Roeder out to Montgomery for three. It's no good. Rebound. O'Rourke keeps it in play, but stepped on the baseline when he was doing so, and Tigers ball at the baseline. 45 seconds and counting. Tigers ball. Roeder will put it into play from the baseline for the Tigers. To Montgomery. Montgomery to Roeder. Pressure from Wolf. Little running jumper up. No good. Rebound out of play. And Mustangs ball. 38 seconds.
We'll see if Coach Taylor calls off the fouling here. Just play straight up defense.
Inbound pass to Wolf. Out of play. Mustangs ball.
I tell you, Roeder is he's just one of the best defensive players in the Hawkeye 10. Even right there, almost with another steal.
Here comes O'Rourke to Sells. Now to Blaine. Burdorf, 32 seconds and counting. Out to Blaine. In the corner it goes to Sells. Then a little spread here now, and I think out to Sells. 22 seconds. It's going to bounce out of play. Mustangs keep it. 51-37 is our score. Coach Buttry getting his players where he wants them. It's to Wolf. And I think we're going to...
They'll have to shoot here before the...
9 seconds on the shot clock. Yeah, they'll have to shoot it. Or here's Wolf. 6 seconds. We're just going to let that run.
Only 2 seconds left inbound the ball, and that'll be a ball game.
That's going to be it. Yeah, 2 seconds. 51-37 is the score. Tigers will have the ball. They could knock down a three-pointer potentially, but
and
that's it. 51-37. Shenandoah with the victory. We're going to take a break, and we will be back right after this. Reese Montgomery with us and Coach Jesse Taylor. Reese, let's start from you. That game was back and forth. There were 4 or 5 lead changes into the third quarter. Fourth quarter, Shenandoah kind of took over. From your perspective on the court, what'd you see?
Our defense was poor that last quarter. We let way too many threes go. We didn't rebound at all. The box out, we worked on box outs all week and we didn't do it. And they got a lot of rebounds, second chance points. We didn't score the rock at all in that fourth quarter, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, and that's kind of, you can see that in the score looking at that as well. But overall, I mean, it was a tight, close game. You probably knew, I'm assuming you knew what you had in front of you coming into tonight. The O'Rourke kid's strong, the Sells kid's strong. So you kind of knew that those kids were athletic, but still, until you play the game in a rivalry game, right, you don't know how it's going to pan out. So,
Coach Taylor, your team was there up half, come in and came out a little zone second half, and start the second half, I thought, and then mix it back into man defense there. But, thing that stood out for me was in that first half, you guys matched that physicality. Carson Road with 6 steals in that first half. I'm not sure. I thought he was going to set some sort of school record in the second half. But your team showed some fight, some sort of resiliency, but, just shots couldn't go for you in the second half.
Yeah, that seems to be a repeating pattern, unfortunately. But I didn't know that about Carson. That's pretty cool. I want to get to the point where we quit breaking school records for single game and start winning some games here. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think one thing, the defensive glass, offensive glance, that's always a thing. With your team rebounding, boxing out is a key. Is that wherever you're at in the court, you need to box out, whether you're at the free throw line or at the 3-point line, box out your opponent.
Yep. Our team right now, we are trying to create some physicality at practice and discipline at practice, and when we get to these fourth quarter situations, I think we get a little lackadaisical a little bit, and we just got to play 32 minutes of hard basketball. We can't have any slip-ups.
I thought the other good thing tonight was A.J. Beeson. I always talk about third scorer. Reese is going to be a scorer for you, Carson, but E.J., I thought, had a really good game tonight. Looked to the hoop sometime, made some shots.
Yep, I like how he's a sophomore, he's young, but he's aggressive as these guys are, I wish we could get more looks off the ball, like not dribbling the ball in our hands. We got to set each other up better, I think. And we got to get Fisher and Fouts a little bit more involved. They can't keep averaging like 2 shots a game per kid there. So we got to get those guys going.
I think you're right, Coach. You have the pieces, right?
Yep.
You just need to get all those pieces and get everyone lined up.
Exactly.
Pulling in the same direction. Let's talk about Friday night.
Yep.
You have Kemper coming to town Friday night. What do you know about Kemper?
Oh, they're really good.
Okay.
Good team.
They are really good.
Yeah.
Kemper's really good. But that's a nature of basketball, Coach. You know that. You can't dwell on it, good or bad in a game. You got to get prepared and set for the next game.
Yep. We got to get after it at practice and just move on and try to turn it around.
Very good.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Reese Montgomery, Coach Jesse Taylor.
Thanks,
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
There
guys.
you go.
Thanks.
And our
Coach.
thanks to those for coming up. Matt, thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I just